Ripping the grave.
Oh, turn over. Oh, okay.
From the front to the back, can you hear my wolf sing? Coming down, bumping, knocking pictures off the wall.
Oh, you at one of them type of stores. Where you at, Nasty? Oh, no, never mind. Don't say that. Your shit, I'm tweaking.
Yeah, I can't get in trouble for that. Get all the merchandise. Matter of fact.
How niggas' weeks been, man? Let's start there.
No.
Since we did the weekly catch up.
I swear the motherfuckers just be going by fast as fuck. I feel like we was just here.
Oh God. Nah, that's no cap, bro. I feel like that shit just Monday.
Fast forward button on it.
Then I look at it and I be like, shit. We only on episode 23 right now. So it's like really it has really flew. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we on like 107 or some shit. Nigga, we on 23. Hey, we out this bitch like Jordan though. You know what I'm saying? Like back in this bitch.
A few days off from Jordan Day.
Oh good. So but nobody had nothing spectacular, nothing really to discuss or peep.
Good, I would say. Had a lot of fucking.
Nah, not for real.
Right. Just don't get a girlfriend. I'm just all I say. Just don't get a girlfriend yet.
Hey, that's life.
Yeah, that's facts. Shit, I was on injured reserve today. I did.
And what you mean?
Shit, man, I don't know, bro. Like my back, like been fucking up. Like first it was my lower back, and then like that shit was like it's this shit called sciatica, where like your lower back is fucked up, and that shit start like the pain you feel it like in your leg, like mainly like the back of your thigh and shit. Mm-hmm. So that happened a while ago, and then my upper back started fucking up, and then it was on the left leg and shit, and that shit was hurting. Like I was getting out of bed, balling and shit, couldn't even walk, had to hop to the bathroom. Crazy. Damn. That's why I'm over here debating if I'm gonna hop on this Hogwarts tonight, but I'm probably not because I'm gonna be off this damn muscle relaxer. That shit gonna knock me out. Oh yeah. So as that motherfucking touchdown, it might be GG's. Boy. Yeah, definitely tapping. What excited for me? I'm shitty too. That motherfucker not multiple. I just looked it up.
It's not.
No. They so when they first talked about it, they had thoughts about making it either an MMO or, and at first it was that people thought it was gonna be an MMO. Then they said no, it's not, and then they're gonna add multiplayer to it later. Now they're saying it's already just a single player experience.
Man, they dropped the ball on that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that was right there. Would have been probably would have made it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. I been running around with the homies. What?
Oh God.
Excelsior. I don't know what the fuck they be saying, but I'd have been out there though.
Whatever the levitate. I forgot. I heard niggas say it. Making niggas levitate and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shit. You're gonna fuck these niggas up on this motherfucker.
Well, let's get straight into it, man. We ain't gotta do too much of the toiletries. Would you be a Prawn director?
Yeah.
I say somebody say yes. So who?
Go ahead, explain why, Perry.
The reason I say that is because you get put me sometimes. Like there be women all over the world that get to meet. Like, and you could maybe use your horn sound skills to actually become a director.
Joe shit gotta be busting because niggas should be ass. They should be ass. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm with her. I would be one too, because I ain't gonna lie. I like to know why niggas about to get the pussy. Like, what did he do? Like, why was he able to get the butt? I feel you, but not a lot of
the story behind it.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure it's not a lot of niggas like that though. I'm pretty sure niggas just kind of want to get into it. That's probably why they changed it up so much. It's like, yeah, niggas don't care about the story no more.
No, I'm putting the cinematics back into it. You gonna be invested into my shit.
Yes, sir. Bro, it ain't none of that half-ass trash ass. Oh, they getting you, especially on the ones to be on the cheating. It's gonna really look like it. Like motherfucker gonna really look like, oh shit, they can't really tell. Like all this other shit be like, oh, where did such and such go? And then motherfuckers is gone for like 25 minutes at the dinner table. Like,
oh god,
they come in there
making weird noises and shit.
More.
Like, if you don't get it from under the table. I'm sucking my son off. What the fuck are you doing?
More of her friend and shit. Oh, that's another thing that need to die too is them family porns. I ain't gonna lie. Them family wants me to go on.
It's kind of it's kind of weird, man.
That's a little weird. Even though I don't have step people like my sister or anything, so I don't know what that's like. But I think that would be kind of weird if you grow up around that motherfucker the whole time and you kind of look like them your sister. Maybe if it's like y'all older and shit, maybe I met, but still I don't know. I just if we've been around each other that long.
I don't know. If you gonna end up calling her sister, you can't be fucking. If you ain't gonna call her sister, then
hey, look, hey, I got shit. But shit, remember? I mean, shit, it wasn't that long ago when they changed it to you always had to say like stepsister and stepbrother and shit. You know what I'm saying? Before they was just saying sister and brother and shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's big.
The world changed. Hell yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, no, I definitely get in my bag though with the directing though.
But do you think you would get desensitized to it? Do you feel like
most definitely?
Since y'all mostly said yes, y'all think y'all like. What would you think would be your?
Oh, no, I don't think I'd be one. I say no.
Oh, okay. Why do you say no then? Let's get that then.
Honestly, I just don't want to be around a bunch of dicks for one. That's probably like the main reason, bro. I just don't want to see a bunch of naked men.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like women don't even want to see naked men. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
So that and yeah, man. Does that mean I gotta like? So I'm just a director. Like I don't gotta do the camera work, or do I gotta do the camera work?
I mean, it's up to you. Some directors is more hands-on than others.
I know. That's why I figured. That's what I figured about the porn industry and shit. And it'll probably be cheaper. But like, nah, bro. I ain't doing no camera work. I'm not standing behind no nigga, bro.
Yeah, bro, they be getting a little too close on the shot.
He said, I'm gonna be eye shot under him. Like, nah, we got to get this right here. So I'm gonna get under your sack, all right? And then I want you to go extra hard. Yeah.
And like the top views,
crazy angles.
In the top views, I used to think motherfuckers had hats or something. Like, no, I saw an actual picture of a nigga actually. I was like, what the fuck?
Right on that nigga's shoulder. Right over that nigga's shoulder. Yeah, get it, nigga. So, hey, bro, some of them motherfuckers talk to you while they going, bro, because they know they do audio and post. So.
Oh my god.
Hey, tell her you want her to flip over. Caress his ball. Like, yeah. I think I would get desensitized to it because I'm kind of down there almost desensitized to porn. Like, so actually working in the industry and doing that shit, I would. And on top of that, porn is probably one of the things that get pirated the most. So I'm probably not going to make any motherfucking money.
That's facts. I don't know how there is still a porn industry.
Bro, I swear to God.
Like, I get OnlyFans, but yeah, I get OnlyFans, but I don't get how there's an actual porn industry. At this point, they got to be doing it for fun.
They got to be for fun.
Like, it got to be already rich niggas that's doing it for fun. That's just paying it off.
Or the people that got them subscriptions and just said fuck it, just keep you getting a porn subscription. It's fucking wild to me. Man, because if it's that deep, get an OnlyFans now. Plus, there's the free ones if you want to see actual porn stars. Like, nigga, you're really just throwing bread away for no reason.
That's just hell.
That's an addiction.
So y'all be a director, but not the cameraman? Because I feel like the cameraman got the worst job, bro. Like,
hell yeah. Hell no.
The director said, "Yeah, get underneath the set." Like, nigga, what?
I be one pretty good,
bro.
Bro, yeah, them weird angles and weird locations to be shooting from. Nah, hell no. So, since you saying you had to get desensitized, what do you think you would go to? Like, what would be your go-to if you was desensitized? What would you?
For my next job.
How would you get off? Like, what would you get off on?
Ah, shit, nigga, this is all straight. Bitch is hella bitch. Like, I have to actually be physical, like, now. Like, there's no point.
Yeah, I say there's no more. Yeah, I was gonna say there's yeah.
I don't think I would ever like that would get me off. And plus, I'm a director, so I'll probably be looking at it at a different view now.
So
like,
you just mean that watching other people have sex wouldn't get you off no more.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that wouldn't do it for me no more. Like every single time, like I'm horny. If I want to, either I gotta wait until I can get somebody, or that's it. Like I have to just wait.
Yeah, fuck that. And that is some what the fuck type shit. Yeah. And this is the What the Fuck Type Podcast. And I'm your host, Woski the Broski. And we got gang in this motherfucker. Say what's up, gang.
What it do? What it do?
Today we kicking it, we chilling. And the next question I want to ask is, we got DC's new leader to show us some shit. So I want everybody to tap into their screen. We're gonna watch this little video real quick and we're gonna get some talking going. Some talking points.
For everybody, who don't know who it is, it's James Gunn, nigga, what did he make? He made the last Suicide Squad. He made Guardians of the Galaxy.
James.
And some other shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to chop it up about this nigga, but let's see what he talking about.
Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. It's one of our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity. Now, Peter.
Now, how y'all feeling about that?
Well, making sure you can tell the difference.
You said what?
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at you being able, they like labeling it something different so some people don't get it misconstrued with the actual universe.
But some of the properties that they already got going is gonna fall under that. So like, how do y'all? That's what I'm really asking is like, them basically like keeping the hamster still on the wheel, but they changing parts about the wheel while the hamster's still running. You feel me?
He did say something about the Flash movie if it keeps going that I think might be able to kind of retcon that. I think it might go with time traveling.
Oh yeah, we gonna.
I don't know if he's gonna talk about that, but yeah, bro. For me, that's what this whole thing is based off. Do you got how they execute on this Flash movie?
I think that's why he said that's the one he liked the most. I watched this one Will put in the chat the other day.
Yep. He said his research.
Yeah, he said it's the greatest he ever seen or whatever.
Go back into it.
Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love that resets the entire DC universe. And then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about...
So do y'all think he actually, when he say reset, y'all think he actually mean like a real deal reset? Yeah, like everything is gonna get reset, or you think it's still gonna be some continuation and they just won't talk about that shit no more?
I think it's a whole
not everything, because I mean we're still getting a new Batman, and Robert Pattinson's here. Like this, he's Batman.
So we'll have two Batmans at the same time. They're continuing with that Batman, but they're still adding it to this. That's why I don't understand. I'm kind of confused on what he's saying, because he's not really resetting everything. Okay, so that's what I was talking about. So they already confirmed that nigga's gonna be like just moving on with it.
Yeah.
So see, that's weird to me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Is that not still count?
Yeah, because his movie still counts, and he's gonna talk about what's next for that too. So, but yeah, it's part of this whole thing. So that's why I'm a little confused, because he said it's not really a reset of everything.
Let's get back into it.
A kid who's a marvelous part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you about now. So, Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters. Now, what I'm about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter. It's not the entire first chapter. The first project is Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos
don't know these people.
Is an animated series.
I was just about to say, so this is where we going first?
Don't know these people.
Going to a property. That's a safe one. I ain't mad at that, because whether they fuck up or they do good, they'll still be on the what the fuck DC train. You know what I'm saying? But if they do good with it, then they know where they can go from there. Because they probably gonna go dark with it a little bit. That's what it looked like the characters is, leaning more towards a little darker. But
I mean, I know that
also could be fun though. You see what I'm saying?
I know that's how he wants it, and I mean, he wants it to be a little darker universe. But from his style of his movies, he like I said, he made Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy. He likes to have fun too. So.
Nah, yeah, I ain't mad at him. Before we go any further, let's have this little discussion. Do you feel like? And I know you could talk to this. Do you feel like he has enough cred to be overhead at DC? Cause I just don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think he got the right direction for it, bro. Like what he did with Thor, or not Thor, but what he did with you just said it too, huh?
Guardians.
Yeah, Guardians was hard, but.
It was a good a good Marvel movie.
Yeah, it was a good Marvel movie. That's what it was. It wasn't like I haven't seen him do nothing spectacular to where I'd be like, oh yeah, he has the keys.
I like it in Suicide Squad, but it still wasn't like that movie enough.
Again, though, for a DC standard, that was a great movie. For everybody else superhero movie right now, that was regular superhero movie shit. Like I should see more of that type of stuff. He just told the story that the book was trying to tell. So like again, I asked, do he have enough cred to overhead DC?
I don't know if he has enough cred, but I want to see this nigga. I wish I could just go in and see this nigga's comic book collection.
That's basically what I'm saying.
That's what I want to do.
You feel like, because I don't get that sense off of him. Like I feel like he having fun with it. And I feel like he'd read a couple of books, but I feel like he just respecting what the property is, which a lot of directors should be doing anyways, but it don't happen like that. But
like it's like this for me. I feel like he probably knows a lot of shit and probably has read a lot of shit, but I feel like he's just the type to kind of do things on what he wants it based off of. Because he did Peacemaker too, and he read Peacemaker and shit, but he told John Cena not to read that shit. Because he wanted to do his own direction on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all seen Peacemaker, but yeah.
I did fuck with Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm willing to give him a chance. Don't get me wrong.
He did nothing bad so far. Let me say
exactly. That. Yeah. So I'm willing to, but just like
the DC standard for dark, the darkest is Peacemaker, which is crazy. It's a show, so he had a lot more episodes to work with. I would say his darkest depiction of superheroes.
Yep, I give you that.
Yeah. What I walked in on, It sounds like y'all talking about that nigga James Gunn.
Yeah.
Gunn James.
Gunn James. Nah, yeah. Does he have enough cred to be able to overhead DC?
DC's so weak right now, like as far as their direction and what they want to go, to where, you know, he can make that shit pop. You know, now he gets the creative directive control that he, you know, had in what's my shit called? Fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. Niggas didn't know who the fuck Drax was until he put his hand on that. So I think my nigga has it in him to do something great. Like, the thing with DC is they so far rock bottom. It's like the only way to go is up. So, you know, look what he's done with his show. Like, I think Q mentioned Peacemaker. I didn't like that shit at all at first. Like, I thought that shit was super good, and I realized, oh shit, this nigga's out here really murking and killing shit. so shit. And then like John Cena, bro, like he low key making his claim as a decent actor. So, you know, I think James got it, because shit, DC's so trash right now. The only way to go is up.
Yeah. Hey, don't do that. John Cena was a good actor in The Marines.
Oh. Bro, yeah, he was right there, dog. Damn, you really just unlocked.
I definitely went to the theater to see that.
Oh God, I did.
Oh, my mama
went to the loved every minute of it with my WWE loving ass.
When did that drop?
The nigga was a John Cena ass fan, like a motherfucker.
I thought that nigga was gonna win an Oscar off that
you
shit.
a nigga in there? I swear to God, he effed you a nigga.
He definitely did on a car. The main villain, he FU'd him on a car, nigga. That nigga
that motherfucker going crazy.
Oh God. Look, my little peanut brain in high school or in middle school, man. This shit was fun, man. Too fun. All right, let's get back into it.
Written all the episodes. Something we're going to do that's a little bit different at DC is we're going to have characters move into animation, out of animation, usually having the same actor play their voice as who plays them in live action. The next project up is Waller. This is a story of Amanda Waller, played by...
I know I just paused, but I want to talk about that too. Let's talk them switching from real to the animated, and
That's
then we'll
dope.
talk Waller.
That's good.
Oh God, I was about to say I fuck with that heavy simply because I know how quick you can move through animation if you have a good animation team. Like, so with it being DC, and especially with the stuff that we seen them do before with their animation, bro, we're gonna be able to actually progress the story to where the next time you see them on screen, if they do it right, like the next time you see them on screen, you're gonna be like, hey, it's movie time. Like, that's gonna make you want to go to the movies. Like, you gonna want to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's movie time. They about to hit the real shit now. Yeah. They done had all the little small battles and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So they, you know, when you go to that theater, it's gonna be an epic, iconic battle on screen. Or, you know what I'm saying? When you streaming or whatever type shit. Because they actually got the niggas in the suits. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta watch the show to watch the movie.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that shit at all, bro. Because especially, I mean, if they take care of the property while it's being animated, if they don't give a fuck, then it's gonna fall off because it's not gonna make sense. But as long as they keep it like it's almost damn near like basically like a 12-season cartoon almost, and you just catching an hour and 30 of it on screen every once in a while. You feel me?
Bro, they should have adopted this shit sooner, because honestly, they animated shit is hard. They animated shit is their.
Oh yeah, that's what they should be. They should have made movies.
Because shit, they movies, but they lost me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've had so many times where they could start here and build, but they just keep on taking that fucking Jenga block out and fucking everything up. Yep. But they fucking what was it? Apocalypse War? Oh, nigga.
Bro,
niggas died in that shit? Niggas was dying. Like, you really could have just took it from there. I don't know why they didn't do this shit sooner, but shit, that Waller shit gonna be hard because they got a real life actress in it too.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk that real quick, that Apocalypse shit, because we're gonna get into the Waller shit. That Apocalypse War, they had started that off when they said they was gonna do Justice League. Had that been where they started and really like took care of that shit? Oh man, that shit would have been.
Nigga gave my nigga fucking Superman a kryptonite tattoo on his chest, nigga.
Wore them niggas out and that nigga Flash said, I gotta go. Wherever I go, nigga, I gotta get up out of here. This is not the right future.
had that nigga Superman real regular out there. I was fighting with fucking bar stools and shit.
Like,
I said, oh, fuck,
can you
they
imagine,
got
bro, if they would have got that shit off before Infinity War came out, and you just watched nigga 2-3 hours of the bad guy not winning, beating the fuck out of your heroes, demolishing your heroes, nigga. I'd be sitting there like, as soon as they hit that reset button, and then I hear about the next movie that's gonna come out, like Superman or whatever, nigga, I'm going to watch it. I don't even fuck with Superman. I'm going to see, because I gotta know how they build up to winning this shit. The way they just got their ass beat, it gotta be something in them, and you know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen is gonna power them up enough.
They gotta do it, because I'm not really a Cap fan, but they made me spoil. I ain't never watched the first Captain America still to this day, but yeah,
it ain't that.
I know. I seen a little bit of it, but let me say, I never
miss so much.
Let me say that.
If you know the story, he ain't missing nothing.
Yeah, I know the story too. So I never fuck with Cap, but his second 2 movies, really, yeah, amazing.
Oh yeah, for sure,
amazing. So
the first one definitely was slow. Definitely was slow as hell. So I understand why you didn't watch it. But if you seen all 3 of them things, it makes you really fuck with the last 2, because that first one, nigga, whole different tempo, whole different vibe.
Again, he got the best trilogy.
Oh yeah, hands down.
All right, but let's go Waller. You said you wanted to talk about it, right?
Nigga, Waller gonna be hard because nigga, you got Viola Davis? That's a real life actress. That's a top tier actress, nigga. And you need a good actor to really sell the emotions, to really sell your story. Like, if you take Angela Bassett out of fucking Black Panther, it don't do as well. Yeah, if you take Viola Davis out of the first fucking Suicide Squad, it don't do this.
Her and Will was the only reason I was there after a while.
So. Margot came in clutch and she held her own with her fine ass. Ooh wee. I don't even like this funnies like that, but shit, Margot is that. But Viola Davis, bro, she really has that coldness into her. You know, like Waller a bad bitch, bro. Yeah, she can do a motherfucker with no regard. No regard. Viola Davis, I can't see nobody else doing that role outside of her. So
if they put her in the fast suit eventually and let her build up to like, because I just love when people look how they look in the comics. She got to get the fast suit on, but her facial expressions are dubs. Like the way she be looking when she just feels defeated, it gives me Waller vibes. Like the only thing she thinking about when she gets defeated is the next time I'm gonna be ready for your dumb ass. Yeah, I'm gonna be ready for your dumb ass. I'm gonna get your ass. Oh God.
Yeah. He like a better version of Donzo to me.
Oh God. Yeah, that's a great comparison. Oh God.
Mm-hmm. I'm taking her and Nick Fury.
Her and Nick Fury on the same team, bro. You wouldn't have to worry about nothing. All you gotta do is just show up and show out as a hero. You can really just pull up and cause destruction, bro. They already got everything figured out for you. We done moved everybody back. We know it. We understand your powers completely. Nigga, you just wild out when you pull up. Look, I'm Superman, and this is your last straw. Bat.
Yeah.
Like I don't even gotta say too much, nigga, because you know they gonna have everything figured out. Ain't no casualties, nothing. Them motherfuckers is crazy.
Yeah, they'll eventually disagree and. They'll both have some motherfuckers on the backside, but I feel like Waller come out with the dub. Like somewhere.
You got Waller?
I got Waller. Yeah.
I don't think I could go Waller. I feel like
she's slimy enough to get more motherfuckers on her side type shit.
See, look.
She do pull some strings.
That nigga Nick can hold his own though with his Glock 40, nigga. Oh, what?
Facts.
He'll pull that thing loose on niggas, boy. Like,
okay. So maybe she wouldn't lock him up somewhere. Maybe he'll get out, and maybe he'll get out of there and probably have to, you know what I'm saying, plan to come back on some Winter Soldier type shit. But you know,
niggas help his ass out.
I feel like she getting that first dub.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I can fuck with that.
She be the first
one to flip.
I mean, I would think that she would be the evil villain. So you know, the villain always got to get the first dub. If that was a story. But all right, so let's get back into it.
Viola Davis. Viola Davis is going to team up with members of Team Peacemaker, and this is a story that's been created by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created the Doom Patrol. It is a fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people to see it. Okay. Next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU. This is called Superman Legacy. This is being written by me. I'm in the middle of it. I'm having a great time doing it. And Superman will be released into theaters July 11th, 2025.
I'm gonna have to look into that shit.
So do you think we'll actually get a human Superman? Like, because I feel like they always have two problems in DC, and it's the biggest problems they get to start off with. The first problem is Superman is a bot that only cares about being the blue and red instead of actually being the human Clark Kent.
Yes.
And then Batman is only Batman and never experiences being Bruce Wayne unless it's through a flashback.
Or some bitches.
I don't even see the bitches no more, to be honest. Just through flashback.
I was really going off
like Visions. I
don't know, man. That's a really good question, though.
Yeah, I feel because I was literally just talking about this. J-Ro saying like the last Superman movie, that nigga was really not giving us no Clark Kent. What I need is a whole beginning of Superman, like if like going in as Clark Kent, meeting Lois and hiding his identity from her. You know what I'm saying? I need that. Yeah, like just it's so easy. I don't.
I also kind of want there to be like
he's in the loop in like 2 seconds. In the fucking whatchamacallit.
I want to have to like debate between really murdering niggas and being like deep, you know, because this nigga could rip you apart with ease. He could freeze you to death. What?
No. Go ahead. I'm agreeing.
Like he could really do you. He could really do you pause a lot of ways, bro. Like he could really get niggas out there in a lot of different ways. And just every time you see this nigga, he's like, "Oh, I'm holier than thou, nigga." Have you ever thought about murdering everybody on the planet, nigga? Like, let me see that shit, bro. Like, let me see this nigga go too far and regret it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something I want to see with this nigga, because, like, he always just painted, like, you know, so angelic, damn near, you know? Like, he don't fuck up. And it's like, nigga, I know this.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think he'll ever go too far and regret it, because when he goes too far, he just stays too far. You know what I'm saying? There's never any, you know what I mean?
I'm saying that could be the fear. Like I'm peeping with what Charter's saying, because that could be the fear that he has, and that's why like we see him get beat up a lot going forward. You know what I'm saying? Him hold back and shit is because like maybe motherfuckers pulled up on the farm or something, and he got rid of all of them niggas, but shit, he caused so much damage he almost hurt the Kents. You know what I'm saying? Now he don't want to ever go hard like that again, because he don't. You know what I'm saying? That could be the. And then you got also on the flip side of that could be your Batman. Superman story right there, because you got one wasn't powerful enough and want to find all the power so he can save the little guy, whereas I got all the power and I can save all the little guys, but if I do too much I might even hurt them. You know what I'm saying? You got that kind of push and pull of the two heavy hitters over there. But yeah,
they really have to have control. If either one of them niggas is like, man, fuck it, because they're leaders, true hardcore leaders. If even the niggas were to lose it, they moral compass, everybody else gonna follow suit. Like Diana out there, she trained to kill niggas. Like she is trained in lethal combat. But because these two niggas ain't killing niggas, I'm not either. So
she respect their ass.
Hell yeah. That's how we treating humans. All right, bet.
Yeah, I definitely think they got some work to do if they want to crack it off with Superman. They got some work to do.
They last go around rebooting that nigga, because I didn't see my lifetime. I've seen too many Supermans.
Man,
like too many.
I'm not excited about this at all, because I just don't fuck with Superman. So and the movie's been bad.
I'm gonna have to look into this legacy storyline. Listen, I just want a Superman movie with the Elite. Like, give me the Elite. I don't know what the fuck. Like, how's that so hard? Give me a fucking Manchester Black coming in there, y'all. I don't know. Y'all seen the Elite or know the Elite?
Nah, I haven't seen the Elite.
The Elite is over.
It gotta be it's in the name. Honestly, that sounds hard. Like, imagine having to bump with niggas who are known as the Elite. No, these niggas, it's in their name that they're good as fuck at what they do.
Yeah, it's fucking hard.
Superman versus the Elite. Interesting. But all right, let's get back into it.
Okay, the next thing is a big premiere HBO television series called Lanterns. This is a story of a couple of Green Lanterns, Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a few other lanterns peppered in there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth. In it, they discover a terrifying mystery that ties into our larger story of the DCU. Next is a big movie called The Authority. The Authority is a passion project.
I don't know them either.
It's based on the marvelous Wildstorm characters.
We are now bringing
into the DCU, and we'll
I don't know them either.
All of our primary DCU characters. The Authority are a group of superheroes who think the world is broken and they want to fix it by any means necessary. I think it's a very different.
It looked like some shit that they're trying to do to combat.
We're doing a television series called Paradise
X-Men.
Lost. Paradise Lost is a story of Paradise Island, usually known as Themyscira.
Oh yeah,
which is
I'm interested in this.
I was about to say, I'm kind of hyped for this.
It's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros, but with all the inhabitants of Paradise Island. The
motherfuckers don't like the Themyscirians and shit. I fuck with
Really?
Themyscirians.
Yeah, me too. I'm interested in shit.
Nah, cause you know how motherfuckers be like women power and shit. They be having their little debates about that shit. I don't know. I'm ready to see that on camera.
Nah, I'm ready for that.
Damian Wayne is my
So look, real quick. Let's talk about that. Them is the type of road. That's how you put. If you want to put women on the screen and have them beat the fuck out of people, put shit like this. The properties is already there. Stop putting them in other people's suits and saying, "Hey, this is the motherfucker we're gonna." No, that's already a guy. Just let him be the guy.
You feel me? I feel like I'm all for women being in hard positions. Like I'm all for hoes being. I said, all for hoes. I'm all for the women empowerment and shit. I feel like they be doing that shit too OD. Like Captain Marvel is my prime example when I say this shit. Like there was so much undertones of like, you know, women power, or even that scene in fucking Endgame when they all had to keep the fucking keep the gauntlet away from everybody. Mm-hmm. That shit was silly. Like girl power. Like you don't have to do that. These hoes are inherently hard. Like they heroes. They're going.
They didn't need to do that scene at all because
like,
Captain Marvel could have did that shit by her fucking self. That's what fucking blew me.
Really, bro? Like she's the hardest motherfucker in the play field in that show, bro, or in that movie. So it's like I ain't get
what y'all said and didn't use her at all.
Bro, didn't use her at all, bro.
Like damn, I'm shitty that y'all try to make her the strongest, but if y'all gonna say she's the strongest, then make her the strongest.
Like
exactly.
But shit,
all she did was take down them ships, and that was about it.
That was it. And then she, like, you know,
threw up Thanos.
You said she threw up to what, Jake?
Oh, a few blows with Thanos. Here's my spring. That was about it, bro. That shit was weak as fuck.
Bro, I was about to say she didn't even have a good combo with Thanos. Like Thanos damn near ate two of them motherfuckers.
Dude then finessed her and took the Power Stone off and smacked her silly ass.
Yo, duh. That's crazy.
But this shit right here, I'm ready for this shit.
I don't. My problem.
I don't know the story, but it just I like Batman, so.
I was just about to say that, but let's let him talk about it and then we're gonna get into it.
My favorite Robin. He's a little assassin who Batman tries to get in line. And so in The Bold is the story of Batman and his actual son, Damian Wayne. This is based on Grant Morrison's great comic book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. He's a little assassin who Batman tries to get in line. And so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of the Bat family in the DCU. Next up is
and that's the type of shit I've been talking about.
Why the fuck? Hold on.
Let me crack it off. I'll be quick. How can you have the reins when you say something like that? Like that's what I'm kind of talking about. Is you have the reins of DC, and but you'll say some shit like, "Oh, he's my favorite, so
exactly.
I'm gonna put him first."
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, nigga, that's not the story, nigga.
Exactly.
He meets Dick Grayson first. Like, you can't do shit like that, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
And here's my thing. A history lesson on that. Just on the Dixon Grayson or whatever you just said.
Okay. Roy, okay. Damian Wayne is basically, I mean, Technically, he's the fourth, but we just gonna call him the. Well, no, yeah, he's the fourth Robin.
Yeah, fourth one.
And nigga, we've never really had a Batman and Robin movie besides like the old '90s boy or whatever. There's never been any Robin to ever come, and all of a sudden he just wants to bring up Damian. And when we just had a movie of Batman starting out, that nigga's like 35, 40 once he has Damian. Well, once he finds out Damian is his son and shit. So it's just like it's all fucked up.
He's damn near tired of Robins by the time Damian pull up, and then it's like, nigga, you want to kill some shit? Nigga,
I gotta take you under my wing.
Oh God! Like,
and it's like, I don't know what's so hard about just starting off with a Batman and Robin story. And my thing is, I'm to the point where I won't even complain. You can skip Dick Grayson and just have a Nightwing, and then start off with Jason. I feel like Jason would be the best Robin to start off of if you really. I don't know. It seems like motherfuckers just want to avoid Dick Grayson. They didn't even call him Dick Grayson in the fucking that Batman movie with Bane and shit.
They just called him Robin, which I don't understand. The Dick Grayson storyline is good to me.
Exactly.
But, like, all right, so Dick Grayson is basically the same person as Bruce Wayne. The only problem is they make him seem so young. He was just a smaller framed motherfucker, like how Tom Holland is. But the nigga was like 15. He was like 20. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a good running mate. You feel me?
Exactly.
I'm gonna work with you for the next couple years. You're gonna learn all of my shit, and then you're gonna be my homie. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
He try to make him look too much as the father figure.
You've had a rough life.
Hold on, y'all talking at the same time and keep on putting him out. Go ahead.
You go, Jake.
I was gonna say, like, it's really a mentor situation. Like, I don't see why that can honestly be in the movie to where you mentor this nigga. It doesn't have to, because you already know they're doing these long ass movies, dog. We can do a time skip where I pick you up, we do a little montage, you see me training, and then boom, you graduate to Nightwing, and then I get my next Robin. And it's like, bro, these Robins are so hard because they become, more than just Batman's sidekick. They become their own little superhero. So it's like, I don't understand why the fuck you would just want to skip straight over. Matter of fact, what they could do is show how this nigga became a dog ass nigga. Damian probably the hardest Robin to me because he will kill anybody. He will literally bump with his fucking katana and what his granddaddy taught him. Fuck my daddy Bruce Wayne, I'll kill everybody.
Yeah, I'd like to see that, and I'm not even deep in it. You know what I mean? I'd probably go see that.
Man, there's a comic book where he's like on like literally like a murder island, and it's like a tournament of like the hardest killers and shit. And that nigga turns up. And it's like, come on, bro, like let's show that shit. Like they need to take their time. Like I always feel like DC's been competing with Marvel in the movie world. And it's like, man, Marvel's and where they at right now because they took their time and sold their oats. You know what I'm saying? Like they developed each side character and each major character they developed and took their time into it. DC always gonna be rushing shit. And this seems an example.
Yeah.
I just hope. I mean, look. If it's for a big payoff, like for instance, I had a little brainstorm when I had first heard about this little situation because they said something about this Batman and Robin shit a minute ago. I heard, at least I heard about it, and if it's a bigger payoff to where we start with Damian because he's his son, and then we move on to, let's say, like you said, Jason Todd or something, and it's kind of a random order, but it all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And the reason that they started it is just so you can ease yourself into why he's, you know what I'm saying? At first he had to because it was his son. Now he's doing it because he wants to help out type shit. If that makes more sense and it gets more people in the seats, fine. I don't mind the randomization. But I've heard them say stuff like this before, and then they go straight. They say that, and then we get Damian in the movie, and then you hear about, oh, that's my first Robin's headgear. Like, bro, get the fuck on with that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll never get that story. We ain't gonna never meet them niggas.
That's my point. Like we get Nightwing, he already established.
Yeah, that's what be killing me with that shit. So
yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I would make it because Nightwing, because that's my favorite Robin is Dick Grayson.
Oh god,
it's a Nightwing. That nigga hard.
What? God, bro.
And he's a Teen Titans Robin too, so that's why. Like that nigga, well, the first Teen Titan, then Tim takes over.
Nah, yeah, that's my favorite Robin too, and they always skip over my nigga. They just be putting my nigga off to the side just because of the 60s.
That's why I fuck with Titans. That's the only reason why I was really fucking with Titans. And even then, they made this nigga Dick Grayson like how Batman is. That's not even how Dick Grayson is.
Oh god, he's supposed to be the lighthearted one that don't.
Yeah, he was over there shitting in a bitch all the time.
He's really acting like Jason Todd, to be honest.
Oh god.
They always develop these niggas like we just like. It's really for the motherfuckers that know it, but what about motherfuckers who don't? Like that's the thing that they did really well in
Marvel.
Yeah, like they introduce you to people that you're not too fond of or really don't know shit about. And then they give you these cool adventures, these cool stories, and these hard-ass obstacles. Y'all need to go ahead and just develop each one of your characters. Like, take y'all time with it. Like, that's... Like, give the people what they want, really, instead of what you think they want. Niggas have been saying this shit for long enough for them to get it.
If you go... See, movies have it the easiest, bro. It's just like a reaction channel. If you go where they're already watching and you spruce that up, you know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. You ain't got to add random characters here and switch stuff up so much. Bro, they already like this comic. Millions of comic book. So find out why they like that comic, then go make that comic into an actual script. You don't have to switch a whole bunch of stuff up to make it into a script. You just need to make it more streamlined for media and for the TV. That's it. But niggas be forgetting how to do that, so they just result to, okay, what's popping right now? Oh, black people are popping. Let's put a black person in the movie. You know what I'm saying? They do the easy way out instead of actually figuring out what's going on in the world and what can we display so you can connect with this story that came out in the 50s but was a banger and everybody still loves it to this day. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't. They gonna change a white character that everybody fuck with to a black character and try to black people, and it's like, man, what the?
No, that's not. Y'all didn't talk about nothing that's going on with the black community.
Y'all could have made a whole character and just, there's already black characters in this motherfucker. Give us one of them. Like, it's silly as fuck to me, bro.
Don't go.
What I think it is with this nigga James Gunn, I think, like I said, he's capable of making. I think most of these movies are gonna be great, actually, but. It's just like he's in there. He's a kid in a playland or something. Like he's controlling his own playland. He kind of just doing what he wants type shit because he likes it. And it's like,
like, are you gonna follow the true shit, or are you just gonna do the shit you like, how you like?
Exactly.
And that's what I was saying about him earlier. That's the sense I've gotten off of him with all the stuff that he does. I mean, it's like I said, it's good stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't got the vibe that he's going to do what is right for the company. He's going to do what's fun for him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's going to work out sometimes, and it's not going to work out other times. Where I feel like to be the head of the motherfucker, like if you want to be the top director there, that's perfectly fine. But the head of it, you get the last say so on everything. You're just going to be going willy nilly with it. We're going to end up with a lot of fuck ups along the way. Because we haven't seen a bulk of him doing something on just one thing. When you just doing a bulk of something on one thing, you got to figure out a lot. It's just like how we podcast. We got to come up with random topics sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And try to figure out how to spruce that shit up. It's because it's not a lot of talking points out there that just pop up every fucking day. So, but yeah, let's get back into it though.
Me too. Like that's a major component of it. Like. If you're doing, and all of this is for the consumption of your shit by the viewers, by the consumer, right? So if I know that y'all gonna consume some shit, I gotta know what the fuck it is y'all want to consume. Like, trial and error, especially in the DC film universe, for y'all to like the live action film universe, let me say it like that, to where y'all should know what the fuck the people want. And like, go look up YouTube, go do some study. That's the thing, they don't really be studying, they just, you know what I'm saying? They got all this source material, all these characters, and just say, fuck it, we're gonna do what we like. Whoever brought that, I think it was you, Wo, that said, like, this is like this nigga in a fucking, it's like Charlie in the fucking candy factory. He can grab whatever the fuck he wants to do and do whatever the fuck he wants. Nobody there to stop him, no one there to correct him.
It's only one person that has control over all, like, the movies, I guess, that's coming out. That he, like from the comic books and stuff like that.
I mean, there's other directors and shit making the movies, but he's like he's basically got the final say so.
And he said that Oh, it's just because I liked it on that last Robin part. Like it ain't got nothing to do with the storyline or nothing.
Nah, yeah, that's what he just implanting the fourth Robin.
He's a menace.
He wants to.
He's my favorite Robin, so I'm gonna put him in here.
It's a story. It's a comic book, but
yeah, it's a story about it. Yeah, it's just he just put that story here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we shouldn't get that story till like then or 2029.
Wait down the road. If you want to write it now, that's totally fine. It could be a banger that you waiting on. That could be your little pet project. You know what I'm saying?
That really could be the one you make right, because if he thoughts all this other shit, listen to the film critics. Listen what they don't like. Oh, this Robin, that Tim Drake's Robin was cool. Fucking Jason Todd was cool. Nigga, like Nightwing was cool. I didn't like Dick Grayson. Okay, what didn't I do? Now you got that one in the fucking hole. Like we all know damn the hardest, because that's the most cutthroat one. So it's like, man, shit, what we gonna do here? But
and then you think about that, like you said, you can be editing along the way. By the time you get to that motherfucker, you gonna know you gonna have so much information on that one project that when you finally drop your pet project, it's gonna be exactly what you wanted from the beginning, a banger. You know what I'm saying? So if Damien is the best one that you got, nigga, implement stuff, drop little Easter eggs here and there, build it up as much as you can, find out what people want. Find out what went wrong with other Robins, figure out how to fix them. You know what I'm saying? You got time. And you can move it. You're the head. So you can move it as fast as you want to. If you want them bitches to come out 1, 2, 3, 4 year by year, that's totally fine. It's happened before. That nigga Iron Man was done with his trilogy by phase 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
His trilogy was done.
Like damn near 20, honestly.
Oh God. Like so it's however you want to do. It's whatever clevers.
It's just even thinking about how you even gonna go with the fucking story, bro. Like when between his first and second movie, he just met Talia. He already had a thing with Rage. What's going on?
Yeah, no time to make the baby nothing. We're about to just see them meet, fuck, get it on, and then we're gonna meet an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old. How even old is this nigga Robin gonna be?
The hardest part. This is the hardest part and my biggest knock with it. But what's that nigga name? Christian Bale's the Dark Knight. They show you how this nigga became that nigga. They show him, getting his mom getting blasted in front of him going out and just into the world, him going to find Ra's al Ghul and become that nigga, him turning the niggas down, like that all in one movie. You telling me y'all can't just follow that fucking blueprint, bro? It's like literally right there for you, bro. Like niggas kill me with that shit. You can do so much with it, and it's like y'all keep doing all the wrong things.
And really, shit, I don't even need the first part of it, because everybody know the backstory. So if you wanted to leave it out, you can. If you want to weed it in, you can too. But just give me the first couple years, nigga, and don't even give it to me the exact same way, because it's way more places that he went before he even got to Ra's al Ghul. Like Ra's al Ghul was the cherry on the top.
Yeah, like, he was somebody that helped him out, but he's had hella other trainers and shit.
You feel me? Like, nigga, show me the I know this is probably just a one-off comic, but like the nigga trained with Bruce Lee type shit. Like the nigga's trained with multiple motherfuckers with multiple different types of martial arts and shit throughout his comics. Like you can really get Dougie with that shit and have him travel all around the world, and then a motherfucker like introduce him to the dark shit.
And they're known characters. It's a good way to do it, and they're known characters. It's it's like fucking Lady Shiva and shit. Like these are, it ain't nobody that motherfuckers don't know. Yeah, like
isn't Alfred like? Ain't he like former like MI6 or some shit? Like he a real killer. Like
yeah.
Training him how to defend himself. Like
he got a whole little show.
I don't got Pennyworth, ain't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Come on, show that shit, nigga. Alfred getting that nigga together.
That's what I'm saying.
Wayne, let's get to it, bro. Bink, bink, bink. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and they showed that a little bit inside of Gotham, where where it was like he started kind of showing them how the ropes and stuff, but then he was like, "Nah, you a little bit too advanced for me now." But that's what they need to do in a movie. You know what I'm saying? Show me him move up through the ranks, and then if y'all want to finally get to that end of the road where he meets Ra's al Ghul, then he meets Talia. Then we get that next movie where he has the baby. You know what I'm saying? Because we can see what's going on and then allude to over the course of in between the movies that baby was born type shit. And it's been a couple of years or however you want to say it. But
that nigga, shout out to my nigga Bruce, man. He always got a bad, bro. Literally a bad bitch. Like, she ass motherfucker. She gonna be cold than a bitch though. So you
got to get a bad bitch to play Talia. This is just that's just
a
sexy
sure.
name. You can't even have a ugly Talia.
Names up, bro. Side note.
Yeah, they didn't do the best at Arrow. She was alright, but she kind of looked kind of too old, I guess.
Cold ass bitch. She was cold because she was French, but this bitch was like, "Oh, va Jacob," and I tell you, I almost like lost my shit today, nigga. Like, side note.
I feel that.
French bitches speaking English is sexy, but then they start native tongue. It's like,
but not
like,
yet.
It could be a 6. Against me, I'm a tap.
You got that foreign language, I'm a tap. But not yet. I really feel like them still having the same Batman is gonna fuck him up a lot, because I think you would need to go even younger than Robert Pattinson to get the shit off, because we already seen his first couple years and Talia's nowhere in sight. Now we supposed to see him with an 8-year-old plus kid.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's a weird spot. Let's finish this video off. Go ahead.
One more thing I want to say. Fucking Ben Affleck and what's the original Batman's name? Michael Keaton are supposed to be in this Flash movie.
Okay, so everybody's just doing they're
sick.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
There's some sick fucks, boy.
Motherfuckers just love bro. TikTok started a wave, nigga. Everybody just stealing content from everybody, bro. It's a whole bunch of
Wait, No Way Home did numbers. Bad.
Easily. Bad. I know what I'm doing.
Michael, get your asses in here immediately. Get your asses in here.
Had one more movie on your contract.
If they had got Christian Bale, they really would have did the thing with that. I ain't gonna fake it, but that shit.
My thing is, I don't need no other Batman. If you're making a Flashpoint movie, just give me the dad.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think they're just pulling a lot of shit out their ass so they can get some more people in the seats. But like, I don't think you need all of that, bro. A compelling story is a compelling story, bro. Yeah. Like, it was cool to see Tobey Maguire and all of them, but I have not rewatched that movie. I haven't. Guess when the last time I rewatched Civil War was? A couple weeks ago.
That shit came on TNT the other day.
And you probably tuned the fuck in.
Yeah, definitely.
Like a real fucking movie that has actual build up, especially when you 2-3 movies in, is gonna really sit with you, bro. The pulling strings and trying to, like, that fake pulling is weird, bro. I don't know. It's hard to see, like, oh yeah, I got to see this character again, but you're not really going, that nostalgia that they want. It's like a small fuse, you know what I'm saying? It popped too quick.
Yeah, it was. The pacing of that was just.
Yeah, it's not nothing I'm intended to go back to and be like, yeah, I really wanted to watch that again. Like, it was cool.
It was like the first time, like, oh wow, y'all actually did this. But then you watch it and the hype. I guess they set the hype too much, and then it didn't live up.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. It's a short fuse. You watch that motherfucker once, and then by the time you get to it the second time, kaboom, blam, done. You know,
tell me this nigga Jordan don't look like Trayvon Martin.
Oh my god.
Who?
Jordan.
He said Trayvon Martin.
I can't see. I gotta turn to what's your name off.
One nigga on a hoodie.
A
hoodie on a
hoodie. Man.
That's crazy. R.I.P. to him.
Bro, I'm mad now. I shouldn't have turned my camera off. This nigga DeMonte eating and shit. Pissing me off.
Yo, no.
He said pissing me off.
All right, let's finish this video off.
Is a TV series called Booster Gold. Booster Gold is one of comics' really popular cult heroes.
Booster.
He is a
I want to see what they do
fascinating
with this
guy.
one.
He's a loser.
And I see James Gunn doing this just because he's kind of a fun character. That's what I'm saying. He's a fun character.
So that
I think he's gonna kill that shit.
It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series. One of my favorite comic book series from last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And so we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film. Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents.
Shit like
whereas
this,
Supergirl in this story, she is a character who was
raised on
it
depends. It depends.
I'm saying it's flopping.
It depends on.
So she's a much more.
It depends on the Supergirl.
And that brings me to Swamp Thing. The last thing we're going to talk about, a very
dark
horror story.
All right, so look, here's. We've seen 7 characters so far. 7, 8 characters.
Something like that. Yeah.
I don't think that's enough characters for you to be introduced in Supergirl. It's just not in the reboot. At least to me, but
especially if you're not going to include the because has anybody seen Black Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They included some characters in there, but it's like if they're rebooting, I don't think they're fucking with Black Adam anymore. But there's characters in there that they can still use.
We gonna get into that in a second. That's why we got to kind of speed it up.
They did the greatest job on fucking Dr. Fate. That
nigga was a nice casting. I liked him.
Here's Brosnan.
I fucked with the casting.
They did their thing on that.
Mm-hmm.
Even they spin on Red Tornado,
who is Swamp Thing. And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed.
Why when the show flopped?
Anyway, those are the stories
I don't fuck with Swamp Thing.
I've loved DC characters.
He's a character that should just pop up in movies every once in a while.
I knew this was a once in a lifetime opportunity to do
something like a scary movie.
Very different. One of the things that's very important for me in all of these movies and TV series is that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique and something special. Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to be true to those stories. I want to be true to you guys.
What you like, man?
Really give you
he said, I want to be true to stories.
Seen before.
I'm going to do what I like.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you watching. I hope this was exciting for you.
Shut up, nigga.
That boy about to cry. Boy, it sounds like he about to cry.
He's excited.
I'm about to fuck it all up.
I'm about to get right with him. Thank you guys for the chance.
He said, DC, I thought y'all was bad. Oh, my beard.
Oh, my motherfucking beard. I got side characters for y'all ass, nigga.
Let's throw this shit in the dirt or this shit cannot give.
Y'all ever seen the beginning of, like, I think it's Nightmare on Elm Street 2 or 3? When that nigga takes the bus off the edge, he takes the bus off straight off the edge into hell.
Mm-hmm.
While that nigga was dreaming, that's what that nigga James Gunn finna do.
Fucking weak.
Start laughing.
They finna make another superhero property come about. It's gonna be Marvel and some other superhero property.
Oh god,
you know they
DC.
seen that shit with what is it?
The Incredibles.
No, they outselling everybody, dog. The Boys.
Oh.
A little spinoff too, with like it's like a Sky High. It's a parody of Sky High, but
I think I've seen that. I ain't seen it, but I've seen them talk about that.
Oh, it's about to be nuts. It's about to be nuts.
Okay, I might have to tune into it.
Yeah, I fuck with the Boys.
Yeah, the Boys hard. But yeah, man, DC, man, they I don't know, man. It's something we have to see. Once again, this is all riding on this Flash movie. This Flash movie has to.
They committed so hard to it. Great. Like, this nigga done all the fucked up crimes you can do. Literally, like, the worst kind of human being. And they said, we're going to stick by him because he put millions of dollars into this shit.
He had a mental health guy.
Look, we need Lil Ting Ting to run on screen. He got 2 more films. We're gonna see it through. On the flip side of that, we need y'all to get Royland up out of there because he hit his wife. She probably egged it on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Exactly. I don't know that situation. I'm not gonna say she egged it on. I don't know that situation. But Royland had to get up out of here for going hands up while Blueface getting beat the fuck up on camera every fucking night. What is the world coming to? No. Don't hold me back. What is going on in the world?
Especially and niggas, and they love that shit. They eating it up. That's why they got a fucking show.
This nigga has a show where he got hit in the back of the head by his girl with a glass fucking bottle. of the liquor variation, the type that you're supposed to stumble around and drop and then pick back up and be like, oh, okay, it's cool, and still drink that motherfucker. Like hard glass.
I want to feel bad for this nigga, but then like a few days later, he's on there making a song with her and acting like they finna get married.
No. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just saying it's crazy that's on film.
Oh yeah, you know.
You see what I'm saying? They're filming that. But then a nigga that has his own show is getting basically escorted out the back door and can't work on his show no more because of what he doing at home. You feel me? Behind closed doors though. Just because it was reported on. Y'all watching that shit nationally. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit.
Hey, hold on. This nigga Dana White. Hey, when I tell you this nigga Dana White, nigga cocked back this far and slapped the shit out of his wife and still is putting on fights for UFC. Like, bro,
he has to slap that show, bro. The irony is fucking crazy.
Oh God,
crazy.
That shit don't make no sense, bro. But that was a nice little tangent, man. It's just it's a crazy world we live in.
No,
crazy world. Contradictory. All over.
But let's talk losing the Rock though. So DC dropped the ball once again. They lost the Rock. I feel like that's a big loss because I think that was really the only thing they had. I was kind of fucking hyped for Black Adam to be kind of roaming around the DC universe. They've been talking about that shit since like 2012, and we finally got to see that shit.
Fucking shit up. That nigga threw a nigga at us. He threw somebody at them so hard that the body he threw detached from the arm. That was hard. That was in like the first 20 minutes of the movie.
That's
too.
How you show off some strength, bro. Nah, that's how you show off some strength.
Yeah, they lost Dwayne. That's crazy.
I don't know how you fumble that bag, bro. There's only one nigga that he don't like in this world, and that's Vin Diesel. How do you fuck some shit like that?
He might not like Tyrese either.
Oh well, I don't even think he even acknowledges Tyrese. I think it's literally just Vin Diesel.
He used to not like John Cena. Is that?
That makes sense. That's funny.
I swear.
He said, "No, I can't work under these conditions." What? Ain't y'all filming Peacemaker in the next room? This ain't gonna work.
Off.
Oh God. Nah, I don't know. I don't see how you can fuck that shit up, bro. He fuck with damn near everybody. Just keep the nigga happy. He working on like 30,000 things. He probably don't even be on set that much. I don't understand how you can fuck that up.
Boy. Yeah, I don't know. That nigga the Rock would do good.
Unless the only thing that I can see happening is that he wanted to beat Superman on screen or some shit. Like, because that's just an impossibility. But
yo, I'm kind of upset they lost that boy Henry Cavill or Cavill, whatever the fuck that is. That was That was the best casting for Superman.
I was about to say,
yeah, probably yeah.
That nigga got a nice chin to play a Superman. That nigga got a nice chin.
Don't know why they did that, but fuck it.
Well, he was like he's a was it Zach? He's a Snyder guy. No, not Snyder. He's the other dude. I forgot the other dude's name.
Oh,
he needs not to be that dude because that movie was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was riding him. That was the Henry Cavill. That was his guy or whatever. So.
Wait. Is he Snyder's guy or is he?
No, the dude who did Justice League, but that's not Zack Snyder.
Oh, Ross. No, I thought it was like Jeff Ross, the dude that did the original Avengers.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. He did the original Avengers. He got a little bit of redemption, but we only go off niggas' last work.
Yeah, that's
and that Justice League was a snores fest.
Yeah. Speaking of The Rock, though, go ahead. My fault.
That nigga Flash running like this and shit.
Nah, yeah, bro. That's why I said.
Oh my gosh, I hated that shit.
Tink Tink, bro. I can't wait to see if he fix that run in his next one, bro, because that was a terrible run. He said we're gonna have him looking like he's ice skating. That is not what ice skaters look like, bro.
He look like Frozone without the ice. At least Frozone do it. He's throwing literal ice to guide.
I would have been fine with him looking like an actual ice skater. I would have been fine with him looking like Frozone. That nigga, no, he looked like he had something wrong with his legs and he was trying to just keep the bitches in motion.
That's so funny you say that, because now I see it of a nigga that has like Tink Tink, like a nigga that got fucking fake legs running.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Like them bitches was stuck in one motion and he was just trying to work in his hips.
And it pissed me off. I still get mad at that scene, bro. I still get mad at that scene where he told the Flash to go save those people, or Batman told him, and then when he goes, Superman does it, and then they talk about some less race. No, nigga, you beat me. What the fuck are we doing?
You already burnt me.
You just beat me.
Head over heels burnt me. That nigga pulled up on him. He's going full speed with just a car. That nigga pulled up with a house like, hey, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you sent me off 10 minutes ago, bro. I'm the Flash. I should have been done with this mission twice over. Like,
boy.
Hey, y'all wanna know what killed me about the Flash? Like, when you watching his cartoons, bro, how do niggas time it to be able to punch him? If this nigga's the fastest man in the world, how are you putting your hands on him?
he giving up licks. He trying to make it look good.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga Flash looking for his camera shots and shit. That's the only way it can be, bro. That's why I say that's the strongest power, bro. There's no way nobody should ever touch you or put their hands on you. You can literally be everywhere at once if you wanted to.
You can go back and kill people. What?
That's what I'm saying. Bro, the speed of light is crazy fast, bro.
Yeah.
You're never it don't matter what weapon you use, you'll never be able to even fire that bitch off. You know what I'm saying? Before the shit's done.
Shoot a gun, nigga, the bullet's out after, like, you know, like you see the flash after you've been hit.
Yeah.
Like
everything that you do requires you to see it first. And your vision is not as fast as the speed of light.
It'd be hard. It would be hard if, like, you know, this nigga running again. He just couldn't punch on because that nigga was that hard. That makes sense for me. But a nigga catching you with a right and you the fastest nigga, that means you suck. You can't fight. You just fast.
Oh, good.
You can't
learn how to don't got no motherfucking coordination skills.
Teach your man how to squabble.
Tell that nigga that's fast to learn how to squabble is hilarious.
Teach your man how to squabble. That's crazy, bro. Getting away from a nigga that has the speed of light, bro. I'm talking, bro. They're catching me, bro. Because I'm gonna have too many informants snitching on me, bro. I'm telling everybody in the hood, nigga, we ran the hands with the Flash, my nigga. Beat the shit out that bitch ass boy, nigga.
Ain't faster than his right though.
Cuz had the K, he came through like splat that. I came through with the punch, nigga. I just threw that bitch randomly, bro. I didn't even know if it was gonna connect. Caught that nigga. Can you imagine, bro? I'm gonna have to, bro, come through with the who was that? Ron Artest, the sliding boy.
Boy,
me.
That was
that nigga punched the wrong nigga. Fuck it.
Oh, good. But nah,
I'm about to punch the right.
Grant Gustin's supposed to be in that bitch too.
Who is it? What he playing?
The Flash, the show.
Oh, okay. Shit, they need to swap out. Say,
whoa, you telling me?
Hold that nigga. I'm the nigga that's gonna be in the movies now.
Damn, dude, real fun.
Getting the CW.
You don't deserve to be the DCU, nigga.
Oh, good. Throwing a nigga in the CW in a movie is crazy.
The other nigga, that's hilarious.
Hey, I'll be rolling if that's the way it happened, bro. Just throwing him in there in movie, bro, and we never see that nigga again except for on the CW.
No,
but they show done, so he really be out of there.
Real shit. Hey, whoever gets to that point gets the role, nigga. Y'all can throw blows together. Y'all just gotta get there.
Real race too. Just a real race.
A real life race.
Oh God, you supposed to be the Flash. Whoever fastest. Hey, hold on. Ezra Miller gotta run how he did on camera though. That's the thing.
He shouldn't even do it. He should go sit down.
Hell no, man. So let's see what's next, man. Y'all niggas funny. Oh yeah. Since we on this rock topic, well, we kind of was on that rock topic. Who was gonna be the better actor at the end of the day? Dave Bautista or The Rock?
Dave Bautista.
Dave, I'm going Dave, man.
Like the fact that this nigga was like, yeah, I don't want to be known for this. I want to take more serious roles, lets me know he's really in it. Like this shit with I think it's like an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
That
motherfucker gonna look hard though.
Bro, like
he said that nigga suck.
Wait, what movies is the Bautista in?
You said what?
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's on.
I'll be forgetting that.
He's in that fucking movie with the kid and shit.
Don't forget Donda.
As the spy.
I think No Time to Die.
I remember him in Army of the Dead. He was just in that Knives Out.
Damn, he was in Knives Out.
Mm-hmm.
That boy is bad.
I mean, he might be up there because even when I see him in films, I be forgetting that he be in movies, and that's kind of a testament to how good of an actor. Because you know what I mean, I could be like, oh, that's when I see The Rock, I'm like, oh, I know this. You know what I'm saying? I know this.
That's the Rock.
You know what you about to get? Somebody finna get thrown through a wall. That nigga's a super soldier every fucking movie. It don't matter what movie it is, what franchise he's coming through. He's throwing a nigga through a wall.
Knocking heads.
No God. Whereas like you might get a soft character out of Dave. You might get Shoe. You never know what you're gonna get out of Dave. To be honest, I kind of like what y'all said about that, and that's true. Because I was about to say The Rock just to combat y'all a little bit, but now I kind of like that take.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to name the movies too, just so motherfuckers know. Because when you say the Bautista over The Rock, niggas is like, huh? Like, because of the name. But then you break this shit down, like, yeah, though.
Nah,
Dave is in his bag, really.
He really in his Duffy, to be honest. He got a lot of movies behind him. And like I said, like Roy was saying, you can really see him as a different person. So I don't see, like, I tried to see it, but I think the only time I've seen him as a different person is like Walking Tall. That's the only time I felt like The Rock was really like he was the underdog in that movie type shit.
Bautista was in another movie I just seen. I can't remember the name. It was like a mystery movie.
Glass Onion.
Yeah. He did a really good job in that too. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, Bautista got The Rock beat for sure.
I think The Rock has. I think Bautista, as far as like the way Bautista actually got into acting by kind of just quitting wrestling and going into acting, as The Rock got attention from Hollywood because of his, because of him, what he was doing in wrestling type shit.
Bro.
So I think, I don't know. He's just he was always a giantly bigger star than Bautista. And I think that's kind of a downfall for, as far as what roles he gets, what roles he picks. Because I believe that every role that he picked is probably paying the most money. You know what I'm saying? It was probably paying a lot of fucking money. So
and they're really safe.
There was no way The Rock is not going to be an actor. There's no way. I watched a video compilation of him getting Stone Cold Stunner, and the way
best seller ever.
Every time he got Stone Cold Stunner,
pop up and flipping shit.
Yes, bro. Yeah. He used to sell that shit like a motherfucker.
Oh God, bro, make that shit look like it was the most terrifying stunner ever.
Do a backflip and then he put his elbows on the ground and kick his legs straight up every single time, bro. That shit had me in fucking tears like
on the ground
20 minutes straight. So this nigga was meant to be in Hollywood.
No, yeah, he's definitely an actor for sure. He has to be in an action film. I just feel like that. Like I'd like to see him in a scary movie or something where he's more vulnerable. Like, but I think that would fuck up his image.
He would beat the fucking killer up. They would have been a scary movie.
What movie had a wall that was out of the ordinary? Like was out of that tough guy, break you through a door type role. You know what I mean?
He's never not been a tough guy.
I mean, he's done a bunch of like kid movies and shit, but
even now, kid movies, he's a tough guy.
Walking Tall was hard. Don't forget about that one.
Said that.
Yeah. I said Walking Tall, but he still was the tough guy though. You got to remember what he was doing. Like he was vulnerable for a second, but at the end of the movie, he took over the town, damn near single-handedly.
It's the one where he's in the jungle, nigga.
But still though, he knocking heads the whole time.
Oh yeah, but that's what he's going. Bro, this nigga's like a fucking. He's what 6'5", 32, 30.
But no, that's what we saying though. Like, what role has he actually stepped outside of? Not just knocking heads, bro. Like, not just being the tough guy.
He could do like a humble beast type of movie too. Like he could still be a beast, but go ahead.
The football guy, where he's the Madison Pettis, then he's like
Gridiron Gang. Oh, you talking about?
Gridiron Gang. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you got Gridiron Gang. That's fire.
No, it's
the tough guy. He was just a nigga.
But you talking about game plan?
There
Yeah.
we go. Gridiron Gang.
That was good.
I don't think
That
game
was
plan is
good
one
difference.
because he was still the tough guy. He just learned how to be soft for the kid. You know what I'm saying?
That's the vulnerability of it, though. Like that's what a kid, especially a daughter, do a nigga.
I ain't giving him that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about an actual role where he's vulnerable the whole time. He's teaching other people to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of feel what Jake's saying because it's like it's just this nigga's just a fucking monster just walking around. It's just kind of like it's like hard to make him.
You doing it at 6'3", that you're at 6'3", 6'5".
Look at this. Look at this maggot.
Like this.
Pain and Gain. He was kind of like that in Pain and Gain though. Even though like he was.
That was probably one of his best roles. Is because he.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pain and Gain was top tier.
I forgot about Pain and Gain. That nigga was like I don't want to kill the nigga. And then when he was really down and bad, like after he lost his toe, he was like, "Is that right here, nigga? Is that this shit?" This remind me of that one time Rock, bashed the nigga brains in for not doing what the fuck I asked for. So you about to make me nostalgic or what? I said, "Oh, okay, Dwayne."
Oh, good.
Hey, how'd y'all fuck? How'd y'all fuck with The Rock and The Mummy? His first movie, his first big breakthrough movie.
That was Scorpion King.
His first was Scorpion King. Then it was The Mummy. I mean, shit. It was just kind of. I don't know. He was there for what he needed to do.
Since I've been an adult, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I have never rewatched that movie ever.
I don't think me neither. I think I've seen that movie once.
The Mummy I've seen a bunch of times when I was young because it was always on TV.
Yeah.
As far as
the Scorpion King, I forgot all about that movie. God damn.
That motherfucker's terrible.
Hold on. It wasn't when it dropped though. When that shit first.
But they don't have no rewatch.
Okay. He back.
I don't know what happened.
She was kind of glitching a little bit.
Oh, that was me?
Yeah.
Rally House right now. I tell you, they have the worst fucking cell coverage, like in Wi-Fi site. I'm surprised he's not beat booping more.
Nah, I was talking about Q, but I didn't even hear. I did just hear him ping a little bit. Now that you mention it. All right, so let's talk satanic actors and why black entertainers are accused of being satanic more than everybody else.
Did anybody have any stats of this?
It's all speculation.
It's all speculations. I just be hearing it all the time. I don't, unless y'all can tell me, and I'm not going to disagree. I only seem to hear people say that about black entertainers. I haven't heard really a lot of people just assume that because of white person success is because of them being part of some cult or something. I don't believe it. I just always hear. So I want to know if this is like. So because
I got you on that one. White people help white people get to places where white people can be positive and prosperous.
Right.
So in that state circle, Hollywood was exclusively white for a long time. So for a nigga to get into it, what did you have to do? You know what I'm saying? And so the sell your soul now, whether you sign a piece of paper and you give it to Lucifer, or you out here wearing dresses, or you out here, fucking dudes or getting fucked by directors. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to do some weird, oddball, out-of-pocket shit to get in the same rooms with these rich-ass white people. And we know what rich-ass white people do when they have rich-ass white people money. They do weird shit. So, nigga, you out here.
I see that at the beginning, right? Like the beginning times, I can understand the speculation. Where we're at now, it seems like not every person. Let me not say that because I don't hear about, but more times than not. So yes, I can understand why white people don't get, but why do we also lean into that shit too? Like I understand the speculation at the beginning, but now it's like we're diminishing ourselves too when we do that. Like in a way. Not all the time, because there are some people. If we got like the fact, like if you can show some shit for real that they did, yes. But just because a motherfucker made it,
Think about it.
Let me talk to it. It's that crab in a barrel mentality, bro, because the crab in a barrel mentality is not only that we want to pull somebody else down, but we want to get out too. So the fact that we can't get out and you're about to get out, now I really got to pull you down. And the only way for me to do that while you're already up there is for me to say things about you that breaks down your character. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he sold his soul. Why did he sell his soul? Oh, because he got $1 million contract. You know, he gave up this, and this. Oh, he put on a dress. We don't know what's happening behind those closed doors for this shit to go on. And especially beforehand, when it was, you know what I'm saying, before we had social media and stuff, you didn't know the nigga. Like now, we kind of see the build up a lot more. We can see the mixtapes before the motherfucker got on. We can see what they was working on the YouTube videos and shit like that. Beforehand, a nigga just popped up out the blue with a single. You ain't know nothing about that nigga. You just knew everybody was rocking to this shit. Huh? That don't sound right. He must got the devil.
It's been niggas that have called it out. Brother field and be like, oh no, we did that. They tried to even do that, and then they be like, man, shut your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro,
because we'll shut some shit down. If it don't make sense to our brains, we gonna be like, shut that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So Dave Chappelle was talking about that moment where I guess Martin Lawrence had like a breakdown.
Yeah. He
was out on the street. He was like, man, they trying to get me. And he was like, he talked to him. He's like, man, I had the best sleep ever. He was like, what would make a nigga who gets this much fun, this much dollars, who has the name, acclaim, and the fame, and what makes this nigga do that shit? You know, like, then he went on to say, I don't like calling niggas crazy because you write off what they saying. What if what they saying is truthful? Like, Dave Chappelle went to fucking Africa when he turned down millions of dollars. So it's like, yeah, it ain't so much, like, you know, they devil worshippers or not, but to get into this circle, this tight-knit, close circle of white people, and for them to allow you to do it, we know racism exists in all aspects of life for black people. So, you know, how did you get so cozy? Like, I can't just dismiss the fact that, you know, it sounds like I used to do that shit.
I'm not even talking about them though. I'm just saying a person that's, yes, I can get there are some people that do it, and I'm gonna let you go, Q, because I see you wanted to go. But yeah, that's what I was saying.
I'm just saying, like, y'all don't. This how I always looked at it. I've always looked at it like this. Y'all don't think like whenever we like feed into that, like say, oh, you know, this black person sold his soul, whoop-de-wop. Y'all don't ever think we're saying the white man is satanic. That's why I was saying, like, I don't think it's just like black people are focused on that satanic, because every time that's brought up, I automatically think, oh, they're fucking with the satanic white people. Like,
yeah,
that's how I always thought of it. That's why I don't think like black entertainers are targeted. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was an error, though. Sorry, it was an error that when YouTube start coming up, niggas start reversing niggas' music and trying to say
no. I know, no, that's what I'm saying. Even back then, that's how I was thinking. I was like, oh, so the white people are the satanic people that they selling their soul to.
So basically what you saying,
that's how I always thought about it.
That's basically what you saying, that is that it don't get spoke about with the white people because they were already satanic to begin with.
Yeah, I guess so. That's basically what I'm saying.
Okay,
because that's how I always looked at it. I never like looked at it as the black ones are the ones that's being, you know, the ones that are the satanic ones that are, you know what I'm saying? I always looked at it as
they're pulled towards that shit. So that's why you hear about it more. Is that it's more of a person saying that they got whiteified almost. You know what I'm saying?
Versus, yeah, pretty much. Exactly.
And they make so with that, you're saying that they're using them to push that message if they are
fucking around. Yeah, I can see that.
Because they never I never seen a white person's music get played backwards, and they was like, "Oh, listen to this hit message."
Yeah.
So that makes sense. I never looked at it like that. I thought I looked at it like, yes, there was someone that was of course a white person, but they were actual like Satan worshipers and had that shit. I'm not saying everybody, and I didn't think everybody in white that was in Hollywood was like that, but of course the higher ups and shit, yes. And white people gonna get accepted easier because they're the same. But
Talib Kweli, going off that note Q just brought up, Talib Kweli, it was like this round table, and he was like, nigga, we used like the shit that, if you know Talib Kweli, you know he's rapping about substance shit, like shit that really matters. He's conscious. He was like, yeah, the rappers I came up with, nigga, we was talking about positive shit, you know, going to college, you know, treating them with respect, you know, your neighborhood X, Y, and Z. And they was like, those execs don't fuck with that. You know, those execs, they're pushing the music. Like I made early on, I was like, you got to stop listening to X kind of music. It's them niggas pushing that shit so that niggas can do this shit. All you really hear is violence now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's across all platforms with black people, because they even push that in like in just normal media. You'll always see more black people be portrayed as the people who are attacking and the people who are being, whereas my bad.
And I could
blame people with lighter skin is going to be always the people who are portrayed as innocent and, you know what I'm saying, under attack and stuff like that.
There's no shade room for white people. I swear there's no shade room for white people.
I think that's a narrative that we just accepted, to be honest. Like, if you think about, like you were saying, the crabs in the barrel mentality, like, nigga get on, the first thing they try to do is get, like what we was talking about the other week, the first thing they try to do is get out the rap game. Or like act like the rap they ain't get them there. So it's kind of like a projecting type of thing.
Mm-hmm. But that's also goes to a lot of stuff that we got to rebuild as a black community. It's just like,
you got to push the positive.
We don't own nothing. So the reason that they're trying to move away from the rap game is because me having my team behind me after I've already got the money from the people who was basically they was keeping a cap on me. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas don't be having good record deals. They just be trying to get out the hood. And that's why they be trying to get away from the music, because they tied in. Their music stuff is all tied into this nigga who's making all their money off of that name.
Oh, that bad deal.
Yeah.
I got you.
So
I know what you're saying.
That's why they're trying to move away for the most part. Some of them motherfuckers just don't fuck with it no more. Or they got a different passion and stuff. But like usually like the motherfuckers who really trying to get away from music is the niggas that got one more album, and that one more album is not tied to anything that's this and this, or they got to do this so many. Like it's a lot of stipulations behind that last album that they trapped behind. So it's not even worth making music no more because they not making no money off of it. So it's like it's a fuck game, but that's our fault because shit 10, 15 years ago, if niggas that was getting the contracts was making sure that shit was right, they could have already bought back the hood and we would have already had our own labels and stuff. Niggas is just now starting to have labels where you actually like, hold on, who run this label? QC, quality control is actually ran by such and such. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember dude's name, but like it's actually ran by him. So
even them niggas, like that's the crazy thing about it. Like, when we get our own, like everybody is still under the umbrella of these motherfuckers. Whether like, I think what Universal does it the most. Mm-hmm. I think Universal has the right.
Universal is the biggest.
That's the umbrella. Everybody underneath them, like, and maybe what if I want to get wet in the rain? Like I can't step out, do my own thing, but bar. Let's get y'all niggas some bars. By the way,
that was a fire bar. Where you should have gave me a second. I was about to get hyped.
But yeah, no, like it's like I don't think it's so much. Like even if it was, if you ever look up like the real meaning of like Holly, like the Hollywood title, like even that goes back to like the Holly plant was like some shit that switches and warlocks used and shit. Like it's some dark shit behind it, but California got a lot of dark shit underneath this umbrella too. So
hold on, but let's talk that since we talking about the dark shit. Do you feel like that shit is actually dark, or do you feel like motherfuckers? All right, because look, let me put a little insight on it. I think there are energies of the world, but I think the energy is more so whatever you put energy into will give you the same result.
They said that shit in Lovecraft Country because they was like, "Oh, you leave this shit alone." He's like, "I don't think magic is magic. It's a force to be used." You know what I'm saying? It's there, and if you can use it, you can use it. But the nigga using the power, it's all behind intention. So if you got fucked up intentions, the power gonna be shiesty and fucked up. It's gonna be dark.
You know what I'm kind of saying is like, do you feel like all of that dark magic and stuff, like, may it be real? Do you feel like it can have a hold on people? Because we all watch TV.
Listen to me. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
There was this one guy. He was like, every time you look at a screen, you're being programmed. Not to mention, like, music is bro, music
I don't fuck with that because I don't feel no different after I like, all right, for instance, if we say that this black magic shit and the selling the soul and all of that, then we're basically saying that we are sheep ourselves. And that's why I don't fuck with that shit. It's because, like, I don't feel like a sheep. Like, I make my own decisions. Sometimes I get right up into what I'm about to do and then be like, nah, I ain't gonna fuck with that. I'm gonna fuck with this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't always be programmed. I don't just see a McDonald's commercial and be like, McDonald's, here I come.
Yeah. I don't think we're sheep on that level, but on a bigger scale, we're definitely sheep.
Definitely,
on like just a much larger scale.
So
the shit that we do, the holidays we celebrate. Who told us this was that? Who told us this was right? You know, just all the traditions that we do, just that we don't even really pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? Like, who told us this? Like, why is this? You know what I'm saying? Why is this right? Why? You know what I'm saying? It's just shit that's passed down.
But like all of that shit, I do it because I want to. More than
I feel you. I feel you on that. But I'm saying it's tradition though. At the same time,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You do it like you've always done it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Real shit.
But in society though, that's going to be in any like that, and that means what's a free thinking society then? If that's the case,
I've never thought there was such thing.
There was at one point in time. Hell, free thinking when Twitter, like, what was it, like 2013 to like 20. Whenever niggas could call niggas bitches and your mama's a hoe, every niggas used to talk that dark and fucked up shit on Twitter, and you didn't get kicked off, and motherfuckers didn't kill themselves. Yeah, but that was cool. That was the free thinking. Like, there was a point in time where we could say what we wanted to say and mean what we wanted to say and shit, but now you can't. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I still don't think it was free thinking, though.
How we think, but we sheep in the aspect of, like, we're in a flock. We're inside the sheep's pen. Now, the niggas that's selling that dope, the niggas that is doing, like, if you don't have to rely on somebody to get your own money, you are definitely, you're not a sheep no more, you're a wolf. You out there on your own making your way.
But you're still a sheep in the grand scheme of things by what y'all saying. Like, because
say everything, basically what you saying is everything would fall under the same umbrella. So unless you're a motherfucker who lives out on wooden plank somewhere north, you know what I'm saying, south of the border or something, you know what I'm saying, like, really duck the fuck off. You make everything on your own and shit. And nobody, like, realistically, we do have that time. But if you wanted to do the things that you deem fun and the stuff that you say that you want to do, like, you're not gonna, like, if I want to be a podcaster, then I'd have to conform even more to, like, I can't just get it off the respect of motherfuckers fucking with our shit. That would be weird to me. Like, I don't know. I don't think that, because I've seen other people who it felt like they actually got that shit off of that. Like, I've seen people who felt like, all right, it just feels like they just popped up out of nowhere. I don't know why people like this, but if they like it, I love it. Fuck it. But I've seen, like, there's no way you telling me RDC World is sold they sold. And I know them niggas is making millions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they're not, because they should be. You know how many other people that came after them that are getting on TV shows and movies and nothing.
And have nowhere near as many subscribers yet. They got anything.
Oh God, bro.
Exactly. They not touching nothing. The biggest thing they probably did is a commercial, and then now they're just now starting to fuck with like high level celebrities and shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And these niggas been popping on YouTube, so shit like that. But I want to go back to the sheep thing. If like everything falls under being a sheep, if that's the case, who's a free thinker? What's a free thinker? Like, when was a free thinker?
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
You don't think there is a free thinker?
Yeah, the beginning of time.
It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
It was crazy.
If that's the case, that's not a real thing. But what's the point of talking about it then? Because, I mean, for fun.
No,
there's no solution to it.
He said
100%.
He says his thoughts, and sometimes his thoughts, he don't articulate his thoughts well, but he's still saying them. And then he still has.
Yeah, but I can tell you, I'm saying my thoughts, and y'all gonna tell me I'm a sheep.
There's a thing of freedom. There's a thing of freedom of speech, but I don't know if there's a thing of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because
like,
I mean,
first of all, there's nobody thinking outside of the stuff that's already happening.
Exactly, because look, I mean,
but what can you do to change it? Because you can talk about it, but I don't like when you just talk about like that you can't do something like.
But this is what I'm saying, y'all. I agree with you 100%. I'm saying you're saying. I don't think there's a free thinker, but I'm saying like I don't think that's such a bad thing. Like we could speak freely and everything, but I mean, most people are taught from the houses they grew up in. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless, we're sheep in any situation. So
we was,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Basically, we was herded into this mentality one way or another.
Well, there's no
before we came, way before it ain't even our fault.
Yeah, exactly. And it might not even be somebody like there might not be an actual bigger bigger name black market herder.
But right,
we still been herded. Okay, I can see that.
Okay, check me out though. What if I said?
What about when somebody dies, like, or somebody like say they go out in a blaze of glory? You know what I'm saying? Like, say they kill somebody important to get their sheep mindset off, and then get killed. Would that make them?
No, because that's been done before, though. It's been done before.
But they did still get to choose how they went out, though. You know what I'm saying? They chose their script. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
what I'm saying. They went off the grid for real. Like,
I mean, so you think this is so bad that living this life, you rather go ahead and choose your own death because you think that there's a better way, though. If that's the case, go ahead, because you're actually doing the work that other than just talking shit. And if you think that's the way to have free thought, go ahead. But I mean,
no, I'm saying that.
I think he's probably connected to a bunch of free thinkers. That's what I'm saying. And so they're all, and you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was about to say. Even in that, most of the time when motherfuckers do like assassination jobs and shit like that in GTA, when they do those jobs, they be telling them like, oh, I heard demons telling me, or I was told by this person, or I was inside of this type of thing. Like, they don't be taking the blame by themselves. Like, y'all, yeah, I needed to kill that motherfucker because that was the motherfucker that was holding the key to my, you know what I'm saying, my freedom.
So check me out.
There never be no simple shit like that.
And y'all tell me what if y'all disagree or not. So like, I think it's like 5 people. Or you got the wolf who attacks the sheep. You got the shepherd who leads and protects the sheep. You got the wolf dog that does what the shepherd says, and you got the sheep that does everything that they say. The wolf, he gonna do what he gonna do, but wolves also run in pack. Your wolf could be your free thinkers. You know what I'm saying? Your wolf dog, or the dog that protects the sheep for the shepherd, he has the mind to be able to do it, but because of his blind loyalty to the shepherd, he gonna do what the shepherd say. So it's in that wolf dog, because like a dog comes from a wolf, it's in them to be able to do what the fuck they want to do, but because of their loyalty and their love for their owner, that they gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the shepherd. The shepherd is the free thinker, but if that's not a good person, a good thinker, they're gonna lead the sheep wherever the fuck they want to go. And the sheep, you know what I'm saying? But they all are in a herd. They all are connected. You really can't do it by yourself. The shepherd needs the wolf dog and the sheep to be able to survive. The sheep needs the wolf dog. And, like, it's all a pack mentality. So there's gonna be a group of motherfuckers doing shit together.
But look.
I'm seeing the matrix after that.
I see exactly what you're saying, but this is the other side of that. What if the wolf only thinks that it needs to eat meat because it's been told by other wolves that it needs to eat meat, so therefore it goes for the sheep?
No, I'm not going.
No, that's what we're basically saying. That is what's happening. We don't. If
there's a wolf leader, wolf pack leader,
and free thinking is actually a thing, why are they even attacking the sheep? They can just go eat something else. There's berries. There's other things that come with substance that you might not make it on the first round, but your kids will eventually adapt, and y'all will be vegetarians after a while.
Man,
I'm just keeping it G. That's what we saying. That's a free thinker. A free thinker would say, okay, even though I'm a wolf, I'm gonna go do what the fuck I need to do.
You think they didn't try that first though?
Who's to say?
Like, how do you know that that's not the case though?
We wasn't there.
Right. Okay.
But this is just an analogy though. So you gotta take that and put it into like real, into what people are like. You're saying the wolves are the free thinkers. So if a free thinker, he should just be doing his own thing.
Exactly.
He shouldn't watch TV. He shouldn't drive a car. He shouldn't celebrate holidays. He shouldn't take a shower. Like all the shit that everybody do, like normal folks do, he shouldn't do. He should just do whatever the fuck he thinks is right.
His teeth with his own urine. He don't give a fuck.
Nigga, everything is gonna be under a sheep mentality because of we're all in a society.
I don't know, but there are people who do.
But it depends. But there are different things. I do think there are different things of sheep mentality. But if you say that everything is,
which
it is. Yeah. It is. It still is. But I do
everything is learned from somewhere.
Because the sheep is okay with a sheep knows. You know what I'm saying? The sheep is okay with its surroundings and its society and the way it is. Now, it could be some sheep to be like, man, what the fuck is this shepherd talking about? Why the fuck I can't step out the pen? You know what I'm saying? And then you got the motherfuckers that open the pen for you. That sheep, you ever heard the expression a wolf in sheep's clothes? Hell yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really a wolf, but right now, somehow I woke up in this bitch and I'm with the sheep. They got me out here thinking I'm a sheep. And they got me out here thinking I'm a sheep. You know what I'm saying? But these thoughts I'm having don't correlate with what a sheep is taught to think. Let me get the fuck out this pen. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's and with that mentality, people need to put it under what they're saying. Not just say people are just like that in a whole. Because of course, nigga, you're part of it too. Like,
oh, those definitely. I try every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't rob niggas. Like, there's parts of me like, okay, I could go rob. I could go do X, Y, and Z for money. I could go do this, but the consequences of what that is versus the consequence of what I'm doing now are greater, and I don't have it to, like, I have shit to lose. Like, if I risk the biscuit on this and I don't get it, I've lost everything that I've risked it for, and I'm not willing to, you know, risk the biscuit for that situation just quite yet. You know, I'm not there yet to where I can do it, but
okay. No. Let me retract my statement just a little bit, because I'll say maybe there's very few free thinkers in the world, because there is niggas that be out here that be like just living in the wild and shit and doing shit like that for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't need to.
Niggas
was fine in life.
NBA YoungBoy fans.
And just it's fine in life. Boy. And just, you know what I'm saying? But that's very few motherfuckers. I think everybody else who really present themselves as the free thinkers, I mean, you're following something. You know what I'm saying? You're following
somebody
something.
taught you this thought pattern.
Somebody told you.
Yeah. That's why
for sure. It's like nothing is new under the sun outside of babies, and even those things aren't even new. They do them shits every day, every year.
Well, you see a picture of a nigga back in the 1800s and look just like you.
Uh-huh.
I know that nigga, the nigga in Creed, Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
That nigga looks like if you put this nigga in a picture.
Yeah, he do like an old school nigga.
Perfect for every decade, bro. Like, black men faces I've ever seen. Like,
yeah, he do look like a nigga from back in the day for sure.
Bro, why does he look like exactly how he sounds? Like, he looks like he'd have a lisp and shit. Like, you can just tell by the way he looked that he gonna talk like that.
Have y'all seen him?
You waiting as soon as you first hear him speak. He's got that list.
This nigga haircut is like perfect to where, like, I don't even know how to really explain that shit, nigga. That nigga haircut is wild. Like, it's an old nigga haircut. Like, it's like one. The Harlem Hellfighters. Then he was in the Tuskegee Airmen. Like, you can put this nigga.
That nigga's the Black Wolverine, bro. He's gonna be in probably everything since the 1300s. He can really play smooth in. He kind of like that one nigga that played Darwin, or not Darwin, but damn, I'm thinking his name. Fuck it, because he be playing on a lot of shit. But let's move on, man. We got a couple more things we got to get into before we get this night over with. So I think this is yours, Jake. Are you saying aliens are red pill? Would they tell us?
No,
they talk about the balloons.
Chinese balloon. Which one I think it is? You know, if it was an alien, like.
Okay, explain the situation, and then let's get into it.
I think it was like over Carolina or something. It was like one of the coastal cities. I can't think if it's East Coast or West Coast, but like there was a Chinese spy balloon, and it's saying that like they were spying on United States or whatnot, but then they shot that bitch out the sky. But I've been seeing like a lot of people doing like the TikToks about like little orbs and shit in the sky and shit. It's like when they shot that bitch down, it looked a lot like the shit from Nope. If y'all seen Nope yet? Anybody?
Nah,
I fell asleep during that motherfucker.
Tell me about that motherfucker though.
So basically, like, it's an alien from space, and it looks and disguises itself as a cloud or some shit, but the cloud don't move. But it comes up and eats people and horses. The dude from Get Out, Daniel Kaluuya, he's like a horse, and he trains horses for movies and shit. But it's a hard time during, he just has a hard time with the family business. We have to start selling these horses that he's, bred with his father to some Asian nigga. It's the dude Glenn from Walking Dead. He's in this, but he doesn't know that he's selling his horses to a dude who's sacrificing the horses for his attraction. And the attraction is this alien. The alien killed dude's father, and everybody was just kind of like, writing it off, but Buddy didn't think it was that. He was always suspicious. So it comes to find they hire this motherfucking film director. They hire some nigga from H. Greg or whatever the fuck it is to set up, trying to get the money shot of this alien so they can sell it and, save they farm type shit. But the alien, bro, like, it's a shapeshifter. He comes and fucks shit up. And E. Palmer's character kills it by blowing it up with the air balloon. So it consumes everything that it sees. And it consumed this motherfucker, but it has to digest it, and it couldn't digest it, and they blew it up. If you can't get on YouTube, look it up, because like it looked a lot like what they blew up on fucking with the Chinese spy balloon.
I just want to know, were they trying to get away with that shit? Like, that shit was so fucking big, bro. That shit was huge, nigga.
Can you pull it up? Can you pull it up? I just seen pictures of it. They got videos of it.
No. Hell yeah, bro. First of all, this shows you how wild the U.S. military is. Because the rocket, bro, it like that, nigga, like, and it's done.
If we had a video ready, I would, but shit, we just gonna chop it up about it.
They sent a F-23.
I'll watch it on my own time. But yeah, I didn't hear about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's just wild. I'm surprised I didn't see it, bro. Fox, CNN, the BBC.
They reported on that motherfucker.
International coverage on it because they're saying China's pissed off about it. Like, even if they're saying we didn't do that shit, and they're calling it the Chinese spy balloon, but even if it is China, it's like, all right, why would you do that shit? Either on both sides. China, why are you spying on the States?
Well, see, I mean,
there's a lot of fly shit like that.
There's all kind of other shit around here. Trust me on that. Mm-hmm. Just like we got all kind of shit out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But a spy balloon seems kind of like,
I don't know. I feel like
using balloons.
Yeah, China got to hold that. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you just blatantly open with it, nigga, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Like we did, if something happened like that with our shit, bro.
Well, shit, Nancy Pelosi went over to fucking Taiwan. They was like, if you fly, they sent us a big boy threat. It was like, if she comes here and she flies through this airspace, we're gonna call it an act of war. And she flew over there. I'm like, oh shit, nothing happened. So
maybe that was their retaliation.
Interesting.
I don't know. If it was aliens, I don't think we would know. I mean, they once they shot it down, they said like nobody could go near the, you know what I'm saying, the ruins and shit.
They knew exactly who it was and what species. They went to go holler at that nigga. They said, now Ronald, Red Banana, we told your ass not to come back in Sector 19, didn't we? We said we was gonna shoot your dumb ass out the sky next time you came through, bro. We not ready for aliens here. That nigga just. What's that alien? What's the
name of it again? Oh yeah, that's just a one voice in the. We got just a one voice for no reason.
Oh god! Oh jeez! Oh my god! My guts are all over the floor. But you guys just need to know about aliens.
Well, you don't even know how to kill us. I'm just being tortured right now. You gotta shoot it in. Oh, you got my eye. That's not where it is. Oh
god. He said, man, just empty the whole clip right now. I'm in so much pain. Oh
god. I'm actually very
afraid. Shooting him, he don't die yet. It still hurts.
I hope when aliens come, like, they're cool aliens, like we're only here for the white people type shit.
Bro, at this point, I really hope it works just like High on Life. Like, if you ever see gameplay on High on Life, bro, them niggas are just, it's just a whole bunch of moron ass aliens across the galaxy, bro.
It's
everybody's
so funny,
just having
bro.
fun.
I swear.
That's just hilarious.
A little bit more IQ to them, but you know what I'm saying? Same shit, though. Niggas just using their powers how they can. All right, but Roy, first time having a topic. Crack it off. What you got for us, man? Everybody clap it up for Roy with his first chop.
DC in the house.
Oh my boy.
Reset your cam, Q. It's not letting you in. Oh no.
I had a couple topics, but I wanna talk about this Kyrie trade.
Hold on, real quick. Start over.
Oh, I had a couple topics, but I want to, since it's kind of recent, I want to talk about this Kyrie trade. I don't exactly know if it's gonna work, but I'm excited to see it. And then I wanted to get y'all take on what y'all think the Nets are going to do next.
Hey, fuck the Nets. Go to the side.
Are they rebuilding or?
So me personally, I'll be quick. I think they have no hope on the Mavs. I think it's been shown that you can't put Kyrie with another point guard unless his name is James. Like, it only works with LeBron. That's the only nigga that can be ball dominant around Kyrie. Everybody else, they have to just be a bucket getter, which is literally like catch and shoot. But on the flip side of that, I think this is what KD's been needing, to be honest. He needs to take this as get myself off of vacation. I had a nice long vacation. I done got to see a lot of different superstars play a lot of different styles. I got to get the hooping that I wanted. I've been wanting hooping. I got to get my AAU ball on. Now it's time for me to actually get what most superstars get, which is let me find me a nice number 2, that somebody who can do it all and give me 20 a night. And
Bradley
the rest
Beal.
of my buckets gonna come from everybody else. However they come, I'm gonna get the rest. But go ahead.
I think the Mavs not gonna work like what Wo said. They're both two dominant ball players. So the ball is only gonna be able to get shot so many times. And KD was like, he wasn't even a ball dominant type player like how Luka is. So yeah, I don't think the Mavs are going. They're definitely not doing nothing this year. And over time, I just don't see it really working out. So I won't be surprised if Kyrie leaves after this season.
I was about to say, he's
definitely going. Yeah, he's
because he's a free agent, and that's why the Nets had to trade him to get some type of compensation from him, or he was just going to leave them high and dry.
Yep.
But KD and the Nets, I would like to see that happen. I would love to see that happen, just because. I mean, I still fuck KD, but he ain't my favorite like that. But I don't the type of niggas, I don't see it happening. And the team overall, they got depth. If they don't pick like another somewhere, some skill set of Kyrie's, the Nets not going to make it far in the East. You got Philly, got the Celtics, and who else? There's no Might be able to one if he like is bad. He can pull off one.
We gotta go Dirk. Like
he has to do it Dirk, and that's only for just one because Dirk, even though Dirk did play like a lot, played a lot of niggas. The teams wasn't stacked like how they are right now.
No. The level
he went through all-star players, but not like teams like it's stacked now. So KD, I don't see how he can muster that up for a whole playoff series.
I don't think teams are that stacked right now. I think they're pretty evenly.
Bro, who the Nets are
a little. No, yeah, the Nets are a little behind the curve, but the curve right now, or the benchmark right now, is 2 superstars on every team.
Yeah. That's
curve. I'm saying you acting like, I mean, it's a tall task no matter how you put it, but he's not. If he's supposed to be Kevin Durant, the world's greatest scorer, and what we expected him to be, not your take, but just in general, saying he's supposed to be the world's greatest scorer, one of the world's greatest scorers, all this other shit. 1 superstar, 2 superstars. I mean, I don't see, and a lot of role players. He got a lot of role players on the Nets that can defend. They might not get him 20 by themselves, but they can collectively come together and get, you know what I'm saying, the amount of points they need to beat these teams. Only team that I see them having problem with, or I ain't gonna say they're gonna have a problem with every team, but the only team I feel like they don't have a chance to get is Boston, only because they got some monsters, you know what I'm saying, on that roster. Like you don't have anybody to. You have people to defend, or you don't have people to score on your team, if that makes sense. Like you're gonna take one L or the other. Like you either gonna sit down on D, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't gonna score a lot, or you gonna score a lot and you ain't gonna be playing D. You know what I'm saying? So,
we seen this when they played in the playoffs when the year the Bucks won. It took him a game 7 toe on the line shot and still lost.
But
I just don't see how you can mess that up.
That nigga, nah, he really could have won that shit. That nigga wears 6 sizes too big shoes. Dumbass nigga.
But it took all of that by himself to win that, to potentially win that. Yeah. You know, you got to play again in a few days. A different series.
I don't know. It's just niggas really ain't. We about to get into a video a little bit later, and I'm gonna prove what I'm saying. But niggas just really ain't cut like this one guy, man. It's just that's really what it come down to a lot of the times. Niggas just ain't cut like this one individual, and
it's like the task too tall.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Oh my god, it's such a tall. Like nigga, put your head down and go get it. Like at least try. You know what I'm saying? Like when I think hooping, you know what I'm saying, and I'm nowhere near the world's greatest player like Kevin Durant. When I think hooping, I'm not going on the court like, well, I don't have this guy, I don't have that guy. Bro, I'm on the court like, shit, I could have kids on my team, and I'm still gonna try to go out here and torch out.
Yeah, you can do that, but then you lose.
Had James Harden did what he did in 2018 behind the actual, like, it wasn't because he didn't have the people that he wanted there. It was more of he was doing that because that's what was needing to be done. That's what I want to see out of more niggas, bro. It shouldn't be that hard for you to go get 55, 10, and 10. In a night. That should be a great stat line for a great individual. But nigga, if you had to drop 55 because your team wasn't showing up, you the superstar. Go do that. Niggas be acting like bro, even though he had a masterclass performance, that was only 56 points. We saying he couldn't have did more? You're a 7-footer. 12 rebounds should come to you.
I know what I'm saying? Dropped 80 once, goddamn.
That's what I'm saying. Like it don't seem like niggas be after it.
Not saying that though, but you have a whole nother nigga that's just like you playing against, and then he has other people with him too. Like, yeah, I can as much as I can mess around.
It's not even just
I fuck with you now.
On that team.
But that wasn't the case that year, bro. He was going against the Greek freak. That's all that really was, bro.
No, I'm saying
Middleton hurt too. Or no, he was there. He was there for most of that season.
Yeah, but you gotta remember too, when you have a team and when pieces are missing, yeah, I can step up. But if I gotta make up for that shit after I was relying on all that shit, it's not as easy as y'all say. It's not. It's just not.
No. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not easy. I'm saying
it's not doable.
But I'm saying the great standard is different. That's what I'm saying. It's not that's great. That's cool. But he's exhausted and he can't go to the next game when we know a nigga who has done shit like that. That's all I'm saying. The greatness standard has moved. You said what?
LeBron do it.
That's what I'm saying. LeBron and Jordan do that shit.
I don't know if I can get LeBron. That.
LeBron 2018, he definitely was doing that shit. That was the only nigga that was winning them games in the East. The Warriors, nigga, that was a shoot around. They didn't give a fuck about them.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the teams. I'm trying to think of the team caliber teams that are going on right now that was like that.
Even still with the 2018 run, that was the only time I seen LeBron do it, and I felt bad for that nigga doing that shit. It's like not like I want to see it, because I mean, even with the person I'm talking about, he still had Pippen, so it's not like he did it all by himself. He still had a nigga to defer to, but it's just he was also doing that every night though. It was 35 plus every night. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying.
But people got better too though.
They did.
Our players got better.
I'm just talking about the longevity of one guy though. That same nigga that dropped 56 and 10 and 10.
That's what the outlier is.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why Jordan's the best. Because I agree with you. That's why we don't never have another one.
Yeah, that's tough.
I hope you do too. Because I'm tired of this. This league right now it's boring. I don't even watch NBA games. I listen to shit and I go look at stats and shit. I don't watch games. It's just boring.
Sports right now is it's all entertainment.
Football leagues too.
Cause it seemed too friendly, bro. It seemed like nobody's actually trying to be better. Sure. It seemed like a lot of niggas are just very, very fucking skilled, and we just gonna go out here and get it done.
And then you got
they trying to throw them hands right now, though. Niggas ain't playing. It's been like 3 fights.
I was about to bring that up. And niggas putting beams on niggas. You know how
that niggas fucking moron.
Talk about that for a second.
I don't think he did that. I don't.
You don't. I'm not saying he did, but
I don't even think his people did that, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Hold on, we talking about the same nigga that was like, it's free to see these hollows. Oh, stop it, man.
Wait,
y'all
said
need
what?
to calm down.
Josh
said that. Josh not giving himself the benefit of the doubt. He's not, and I fuck with y'all. Even if you want to give him the benefit of the doubt, he has.
Yeah, bro.
And one of his mans.
Accusation is that John and his homies, his niggas, was pointing beams at the Pacers. And the security guard was like, and it's multiple accounts too, though. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's saying he's pointing beams at these niggas. I'm like, yo, what? Same nigga that tweeted not too long ago, it's free to find out about these hollows. Like, my nigga, you are an NBA star. You have both parents in your life, my nigga. Like, if you
I was about to say, this nigga Josh taking wanting to be a rapper a little too far.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want to be hood too much, bro. Relax.
I don't think only for the situation that happened with the Pacers. They said the altercation lasted for 20 minutes, and they had beams pointed at them for 20 minutes.
No, it wasn't 20 minutes.
It was not 20 minutes.
I'm saying that's what they said. They said the altercation lasted 15 to 20 minutes in the news article. It said 15 to 20 minutes. You telling me no police officer, no security, no nothing came out there, and then at the end of it had to be at the end where they was pointing beams. At the end of it, they got the pointing beams, and nobody got arrested, and nobody seen a gun. They just seen beams.
Big payoff.
They said they drove off. Like, that was like...
They drove off. The first car pulled off, and John was in the second car. And after pulling off, he points the beam at the Pacers.
Brandishing a weapon is a crime.
You didn't see that. They didn't know. You just seen the beam. He didn't see a weapon. He said, the security said, I'm sure there's a weapon attached to that. So he didn't see it, but he said, I'm sure there was a weapon attached to it.
Pointing a beam at somebody is still a heinous of, like, you realize you doing, like, you signifying you might die. Like, what are you like?
That's what I'm saying.
But you can't prove it. You can. It's hearsay, and it's a security guard, so they're going to go off the security guard.
No,
but it's not enough.
They said most people including the security guard, were saying that they were seeing the beams on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can't prove the beam is an actual weapon.
Well, yeah, you're right, but we shouldn't even be having this conversation at all. Like,
I'm with you.
I don't think none of this really happened, to be honest.
Byproduct.
But why? Why? Because Josh not gave us the benefit of the doubt, and that's my favorite player.
Yeah, he was, but he just talked too much, bro. Like,
yes, and that's pissing me off.
I mean, he a young nigga talking this shit, but I don't think he's
taking it a little too far though. He
talking like he a champion.
That to somebody, bro. That's
crazy if he did that, but I don't think
no fingerprints nowhere.
If Up and Banger on a nigga get us 7 ships in a 3-peat, because I would love to see a 3-peat. Out of a legit superstar, and then I'll take the nigga Up and Banger on niggas. Fuck it.
Oh yeah, if they had a championship already, I wouldn't even give a fuck. He can talk to that.
He can uphold if he got a chip.
Hey, look at
that nigga Mike punched the nigga in the face. Fuck it.
Marvin
look at that nigga. What's that? He beat a murder case. That nigga Ray Lewis.
Oh god. Well, he beat the murder case and then went to go win a shit.
And then won the MVP.
Maybe John had to have one of his niggas up a pole to go win the championship.
That nigga, this is why this nigga Ray Lewis is a GOAT in the NFL, man. That nigga told them in prelims, bro, I'm gonna win a championship at the end of this year. Like legit told the court that shit. Like, what, nigga? That don't got nothing to do with the court case.
Hey, he told the truth on the stand.
Oh, good. Told the truth on the stand.
He told the truth on the stand.
It made his all his other statements more believable.
What's next on your register, Roy?
Wait. Hold on. Let me say something right quick.
Go ahead.
Because I ain't get my opinion off. I just want to say, I actually give Kyrie and Luka a little chance, mainly because of the Luka side. Luka not a ball hog. He just he got to fucking score to get them anywhere at all.
He ain't got nobody to pass to.
Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they got a chance. I mean, I see what y'all saying about Kyrie, so it's 50-50 for me.
I think Kyrie want to be in LA, but I do know that the nigga, what's his name? I know he does. He's just known. But Joe Tsai, whatever the fuck this motherfucker's name is, he was adamant, like he was not trying to send him where he's fuck with Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you about to try and show me up, I'll do you one better. I'm going to send you somewhere you don't want to go for a year.
Yeah, I'd do the same thing if I was, you know what I'm saying?
That's what you got to do nowadays because they move too quick. These niggas
got to
move too
take
quick.
that.
They'd be done with their whole experience with a franchise in 3 years.
Yeah. But shit, same can be said about these franchises. Nigga, you get one too many ACLs.
But that's the weird part though. It was never that for the superstars. Niggas, a superstar could live out their whole career damn near, and it would be the last 3-4 years of their career where they have to be scared of being moved around.
Easily.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was the role players that was getting moved around. These niggas, LeBron started some shit that didn't even really pertain to him. The niggas that needed to be fighting for security should have been the role players. You know what I'm saying? The Draymond Greens and shit of the world. LeBron never had no really... If he wanted to stay in Cleveland, he could have stayed in Cleveland as long as he wanted to. They just wasn't paying no money. Like,
when he left,
I'm not saying that was the problem.
Like, oh, he gave up on us.
You said what?
I said when he left, bro was like, oh, he gave up on us, left us, the owner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, these superstars can stay as long as they want to. You see it with Dame Dollar. This nigga ain't won shit. He's still up there, and then it's still his team. And it's gonna be his team until they fuck around and get somebody like Anthony Simons or something to step up. You know what I'm saying? And actually take over the role. But that's how it's gonna go for most superstars. So I never understood why niggas was like, oh, this are the team of two. They really wasn't doing that to nobody. Like, they was not really doing nobody dirty except for the role players. Then if anybody, shit, the players started doing them dirty first.
No, absolutely.
Like,
I'm with you.
I gotta get up out of here.
Yeah,
this is crazy. 2 years, no ring. I'm in my prime. You don't think your prime gonna be longer than 2 years?
Okay, but in Bron's situation, who do they bring up this nigga out though?
He said,
no, I'm fine with LeBron making that move, but don't make it seem like you did that for the players. The players didn't need that. You did that for yourself.
Yeah,
you did that because you didn't.
In the grand scheme.
Yeah. Now you got niggas out here like Kyle Kuzma talking about, no, I gotta move. What? You don't gotta do nothing. Take your 10 mil and play for the Lakers and see if y'all can get a chance. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? All this movement and stuff. Literally every fucking year, it's 10 niggas looking for a new contract somewhere else. How your whole roster looking for a new contract somewhere else?
I don't be understanding it. Like, these niggas are really like just babies out here, bro.
Just
they didn't. They're divas. They're divas.
It's like
nigga like sassy niggas. Like I ain't really been with that shit lately. But when women call niggas sassy, it'd be funny as hell because these niggas really be like Kyle Kuzma might be one of the sassiest niggas. Like he a bad bitch.
The thing is, they never got a chance to live life and be taught as a man. What do you say?
Yeah, bitch, bro. He's wild. He's wild.
Look at that nigga dress. Tell me that's not. Come on, bro. That's the nigga that cares about his image.
Yeah, he's saying like,
hey, bro, I'm confident. Goddamn, nigga. That Jordan that said pause.
That nigga had that big ass jacket. That jacket was killing me.
Bro, what? Like, you walk around like he hard in it. Like, yo, what are you thinking about?
Like, niggas can run up on you and beat your ass. You wouldn't even see it happen.
Yeah, I seen this nigga one time. He had on like this big ass oversized sweatshirt, and his arms was like, you couldn't even see his nigga's arms. That's how long the sweatshirt is. We're like, bro, you're like 6'7". Why are you walking around like this, bro? You old sassy ass nigga though. Like, I'm telling you, how cool like he a bad bitch.
But yeah, the shit LeBron did, people did it. They took it and did it the exact opposite. Like, it's supposed to be if the organization wasn't bringing players to help you after a certain amount of time.
Oh God, then it's only one nigga that's gonna know that. It's the only nigga that's ever gonna know some shit like that is a nigga like LeBron, like
exactly.
The superstar of superstars.
Exactly. Yeah. And now everybody took that and be like, I'm uncomfortable now here. I'm gonna leave. Like, no, nigga, you haven't stayed long enough to see. You haven't even. Katie and Kyrie wasn't even on the court a whole fucking year together. How many games they played together don't even equal up 82 games.
Oh God. So and then the last thing I'm gonna say on that is like they're not gonna give the keys to a nigga like that. They're not giving the keys to a nigga like a Danny Granger or a like I'll say Indiana shit. PG left the Pacers for no fucking reason. That was the perfect situation for a nigga like PG. He has not did shit since. They could have built around him, and they was willing to build around him. They was trying to build around that nigga.
Well, I thought that nigga left.
He think he a superstar. So you said what?
I thought he left because they didn't sign. Like, he was somebody. It's rumored to be LaMarcus Aldridge that wanted to come to Nap, but they didn't sign him, so he was pissed about it.
No, they didn't let his porn star girlfriend come in the stadium one time, I thought.
You said what?
I don't know what was behind it, but I'm just saying though, he shouldn't even be worried about, like, if there's a contract on the table, he should have took it. He shouldn't be worried about nothing else, bro. You're out there to hoop, bro. You're not that guy.
But Paul George always showed that he wasn't the one that he really like. He wasn't like that superstar type of player. Like, he always knew he needed somebody else.
But you know what I mean? I'm saying more so he's the type of guy that we gotta have niggas like that stay in. If that nigga stayed in Indiana, and then we fuck around and get a couple more role players, a couple more motherfuckers that come through the draft at the right time and actually progress, they could be a championship team. But that nigga is not commanding no championship team nowhere else. So he ain't not about to be in the GM office talking about, no, we need to get this guy. We need to get that guy. That's not you, dog. You're a star, yeah. We want to see you.
You're one of the guys.
Yeah, but you're one of the guys.
You're one of the
just need
people
this shit to work out.
that.
Yeah. So you worried about who we sign, and it's crazy. You leaving because we didn't sign somebody's crazy. What? Let us do our job. You do yours. Yours is hooping. A nigga like LeBron, that's basically, I'm the only reason that you're in Cleveland to even watch a basketball game. Hell yeah. Call me in the office. Let me know. Oh, you didn't get that nigga this year? Cool. You got 2 more years to get the niggas I'm asking you to get, or else I'm going to make some changes. I'm totally fine with that. That's a nigga that actually commands stuff that's going on. He leave, everybody in the hot dog guy leave, and if LeBron leave. So like that's
getting dragged behind him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's different. Ain't nobody going to Cleveland to watch no games except for when LeBron here. So, yeah. But yeah, go ahead. What else you got for us, Roy?
That's about it. Oh no, I wanted to ask, on the KD topic, where do y'all think he goes from here? Is he staying in Brooklyn and, like you said, getting off his hiatus and coming back and trying to ball out? Or you think he's just going to take the easy way out again and ask for another trade to another team that's built?
I think he's going back to
go to state.
That's where you want to go.
Trade for Draymond.
Yeah.
Fuck around because that nigga Draymond saying he ain't finna play with you.
The easiest championship he ever got. Look like the easiest championship.
That's all he want, bro. That's all of these niggas want. That shit, they just want that shit on rookie. That's all. You know, they want to put the game on rookie.
Hey, that's a bar.
I don't think KD gonna go back there because he said I don't think he gonna go back there. I think he gonna go try to find like a Suns team.
You need to go to the Wizards, bro. It will make the most
crazy. Hey, that's a sneak attack, nigga.
So? You think the Suns is a crazy?
The Suns are the Heat would probably be the best option for him because it's a guaranteed ring, but trying to sneak off to a guaranteed ring is crazy.
Like, you think that's a guarantee? You think the Suns, KD is a guarantee at least?
You got two niggas that have dropped 70, bro.
I think the Suns is a guarantee, but I think he's a piece for the Heat because even though the Heat are good, they just don't never have that like.
Yeah,
I don't never think they're gonna win. Like I never think the Heat are a championship contender.
I don't think they're gonna win because they don't have a bucket like that. Like when it comes down to those last seconds, relying on a nigga like Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo is cool when you just playing a video game, but like in real deal situations, they don't really have those bags.
They're not
right.
You get there. Well, Jimmy will put you in that situation to get the last bucket off. Like, but he's not the guy to put the bucket in the ball at the last second.
Yeah, like ISO Joe, 10 seconds left, 1-on-1. He's not finna get you. Not finna. At least it's not gonna be pretty. I put it like that. If he did get the bucket, I
don't think that'd be a bitch move either. I don't think that'd be a bitch move by KD to go to Miami or the Suns.
No.
I think that'd be a good play in his career. Like really, it wouldn't be the best.
Miami more than the Suns. Okay.
That nigga
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Look, like Cuz said, Miami more than anything because he would be their actual bucket getter. Like We got Jimmy. We got Jimmy to go get it if he can't get it. But everybody else just play that role. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else out here play the defense. We gonna get KD right. So I like it. But both of these teams was basically just in the finals, like not too long ago, and they still got the same core team. So
do we count the Heat run? That was COVID year. Do we count that?
But they've been a contender the whole time. After
I'm like, they had a great season though. Is the thing.
The Heat don't have nobody.
They don't really go deep in the playoffs other than COVID year. Go ahead.
The Heat don't got.
No. Go ahead, Jan. Go ahead.
I was just saying the Heat don't got nobody on the team that can go up to front office and be like, "We need this person. We need that."
Yeah,
like,
they don't got that guy.
Like if I was the owner, GM, I'm looking at this nigga like, if you don't get the fuck out of my office, like
you think
especially Pat Riley.
Pat Riley going
if I'm Pat,
that's deep and shit. Get out of here.
Around and walk around the table and be like, "Are those new Gators?"
So what's your MI? What's your what's this guy's stat for? 2.5? You need to get a 2.
Turn around. Let me see your last name.
You know who the fuck I am, guy?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Oh god. But no, I think that'd be the perfect situation for him because, like, I think a nigga like Pat Riley and the thing that they got going on in Miami, he'd look at a nigga like KD and get the fuck out of my office type shit. Like, I think he'd treat him like that, and that's what KD need. I don't think KD's ever had that, bro. He needs like a hard-nosed coach that's like, even though you KD, nigga, I will sit you for the rest of the season and let you wither away. I don't give a fuck that I don't give a fuck that I spent that money, nigga. We'll take this whole thing while you go retire as basically the nigga that set your career out.
Pat Riley's there, bro.
He done did it before.
He NBA royalty. Like, who the fuck? Like, Pat Riley, KD. You know what I'm saying? This fucking
KD's not that type of person.
Go ahead. You said what?
I was gonna say KD not that type of person that's gonna even go in the office and like demand shit.
I swear.
He won't even do that. So that's why I think it would be the best situation for that. Plus, the Heat are already like a team. Like for KD at least, KD has to, of course, if he wants to win the team and not seem like he's ring chasing, he has to get that. And I hate this. I hate these words, but it makes sense. He has to be the alpha male if he wants to be looked at as the nigga that took the team somewhere. Because even if he go to Miami. Like most, they was already in the championship. They already got a core team. You just said you the missing piece. You're the missing piece. No, nigga, you need to. If you're not making it, you need to be like, oh, we need that missing piece. He's that person that I need to help me right now. Not you be that piece and go to the team that's already established.
Oh god, that's what I'm saying. They just need to hold tight, bro. Yeah. They still got a little bit. Trade deadline ain't passed yet, has it?
No, it's on Thursday.
Yeah, they need to try to make a big. Make a move so they can get a natural big, a natural point guard, somebody who can really pass and shoot, and just ride the season out and see what actual holes they got, bro. He looking over his shoulder mentality. He got so many enemies in him, like he moving like he a gangster that live in the wrong part of the neighborhood. Like, yeah, I'm a blood, but it's hella Crips over here. Like this nigga looking over his shoulder at all times. When I gotta leave. Am I about to get traded? Like,
sit down and handle your business,
superstar, bro. Yeah, sit down and handle your shit, bro.
You just signed a contract with him, so you still got time, my G. Like, relax. Like, really not that bad.
The fact that you're Durantula and you have not had a 35 plus season is crazy to me. That's what you need to focus on for a second.
I ain't heard that nickname for him in a while.
Cause he really I just say that because like that's when I've seen him as a motherfucker who can get that. It's back when I used to call him that.
That's that Rucker KD.
He got that. He got king dog. He got those 2 rings. You think he's solidified?
He played with a chain. He playing the basketball he want to fucking play, and that'd be pissing me off. Because that's the type of game that he plays now. He has that warrior mentality of he a bucket still, but it ain't.
I need Sniper 5 KD.
Whoa, Trey 5, nigga. Oh God.
Come down, get you 35. You look at the box score like this nigga got 35 on 18 shots. Huh?
And it's only the second quarter.
Yeah. When did this happen? He didn't even look like he was on that. That's what I need.
Yeah, on God.
But yeah.
Well, that's all my takes for the NBAs. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, dub takes.
What about niggas scrap? Or would you have something else?
Nah, yeah, we got some videos. We about to keep it on the basketball tip real quick. We gonna watch these little videos. The first one is about the trades, I believe. Yeah. And how it affects the league, and then we're gonna talk about who had the greatest seasons.
James on the drive, gets in the paint, layup, missed it.
That's crazy.
That's a foul. Here it is again in slow motion. Tie game with 3 seconds left on the clock. Game on the line. This being the potential game-winning shot. And there it.
Nigga, is our algorithm the same?
Why you say that?
Do you listen to this person on a norm?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, this nigga popped up on my shit the other day. I just watched his video. I've been looking at a few of his other shit.
Nah, yeah, Jim. I'm about to start showing you. Yeah, we got to start talking about different YouTube channels and shit. Cause I've been on Jimi, and I know you've been on some shit that I don't know about. So we got to start linking up on that shit. Cause Jimi Highroller, he got some banger videos.
Guys, after this one, I started looking at 3 more. I'm kind of sick it was over.
Before you started back, and we get too deep in this video, I don't give a fuck about the refs not calling nothing, bruh. I've always been on the mentality, if a motherfucker, if you got the game that close, why are you relying on the ref to bail you out, bruh?
Nah, that's weak.
Win the game, bro. Make the layup.
There it is, right?
It depends. It depends. It depends. This last Braun one was bad.
This is bad, though.
It was only bad because it was a
makeable layup. Hey, look at how he's going up, bro. He's not even attempting to make the layup. He's flailing for the foul.
Are you serious?
Bro, hold on. No.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. He smacked his arm
with the ball
right there.
I think the only thing that makes this a bad thing is that they didn't call the same thing for Tatum.
Check this out.
They called him for Tatum, and then they didn't call it for. It's the same shit that they called for Tatum.
Check this out.
Yeah. There's nothing.
Him hitting his forearm literally creates separation from the ball. His hand and the ball.
Run the video. The clip I seen, it looked like
his arm.
Yeah, that's
it looked like as soon as his arm got hit, it looked like he flailed the arm to miss the layup to get the foul.
I'm not saying because he had moved his he had literally like I said, the ball's in hand, ball is away from hand. Like he no longer has control of the ball.
I get that. But I'm saying as he's going up, as soon as he's hit, like you can finish through contact. Matter of fact, play the video.
I got you.
Also, the ref is a fan. Like his whole family
watching this shit. He's literally like staring dead ass at that. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
He underneath Braun nuts.
Gets it. James on the drive. Gets in the paint. Layup. Missed it. That's a foul.
Like,
Here it is
know.
Again in slow motion. Tie game with 3 seconds left.
He tried to fight through contact.
This being the potential game-winning shot. And there is the obvious
separation.
Foul.
Yeah, like
no God. And there's LeBron James slipping into a manic episode in utter disbelief of the no call.
Never mind. Disregard
the refs. This game. And not only was the foul clear as day,
it made it even worse because they called that on him, but they didn't call that on Tatum.
That nigga's staring at it.
But missed calls and even bad calls for that matter are nothing new to the NBA.
I know why he's so upset.
Always been spotty.
Oh God, that's the funniest shit ever.
But it's not as bad as the missed calls we've seen before.
Because niggas ask him to do shit like that all the time, and he doesn't do shit like that.
I can't hear you.
NBA season is upon us.
You said what?
Nigga, we motherfuckers ask him to do shit like that all the time. It frustrates a lot of us because he doesn't do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
What, finish through contact or?
I mean, at the end of the game, just take that. You're LeBron James, bro. You could get to that motherfucking basket, no problem. It's
he should have jammed on them niggas, all 4 of them.
That's what I was about to say, bro. Bang on them little motherfuckers.
No, and that's what I can see about what you'll take. Like, I don't think that he's trying to flail during that layup, but I think he's already in the mentality of flailing way before the play even starts. Like, instead of him just going up and being LeBron James, 250 pounds of muscle coming down at you, he's like, let me do this layup so if they converge on me all at the same time and they give me a little contact, I can play it off and get this foul because I'm old now. No, nigga, if you old, get out the league. But if you're LeBron, you still putting up the 28, and it's not just inflated numbers, then you should be able to dunk on these niggas. Because I didn't see nobody in there that was Mutombo. I ain't see nobody in there that was Hakeem. You know what I'm saying? Or hard lay. But I really think he could. I think he's still the most damn near, other than Ja Morant, I think he's still damn near the best dunker in the league. You might as well put their ass in the room and solidify it. Then you probably get the foul just because.
Oh no, I don't think you got it like that no more.
I mean, he's still the best driver to the court. He's still the best one to take it to the hole.
Who's slamming it down better than him? Other than Ja. Like really body to body contact. Who have you seen slamming it down better than LeBron?
But I don't see LeBron really do that like that anymore.
Dang. I don't see nobody else though. That's what I'm saying, Q. I don't see nobody else even attempt those.
Nah, ain't no way nigga said Dame.
Maybe
Dame in the rim. Stop it.
It's a couple young niggas, but nobody like with a name.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards will crank that motherfucker.
I get at that. I done seen him get down before. I get at that.
Yeah, there's a couple young boys with names, but none with like superstars type. Other than Ant and Ja.
All right, but let's not pause too much. I want to get through this motherfucker. Get up.
That last one's crazy. That last one's wild.
What?
On this video? It's fucking crazy.
Just look at it. Ain't it beautiful? And with the season underway, SeatGeek is here to get us back in on the action. Check this out. Just download the SeatGeek app and use the promo code Jimi to get $20 off your first order. SeatGeek makes...
nigga supporting ads.
Peterson. He would go on to have 81 points put right on his head 2 weeks after this game. And in the middle of a live broadcast, in front of 17,000 people, slapped Mo Pete. It wasn't hard or anything. In fact, Vince and Mo were former teammates. They were just messing around. But the ref didn't see Vince do this. What they did see, however, was this. And as a result of this innocent, playful act, Mo Peterson was immediately thrown out of this ball game.
Hey, that nigga Vince Carter really bogus as hell. You know he could have said like, nah, we was just bullshitting. That nigga ain't say nothing to the ref. He turned right back around like, oh well.
Hold on, pause this real quick, bro. We gotta talk about these bitch ass refs, bro. These niggas are pussy. Like these niggas are literally like police. They're so like they're final. Like there's no overturn. There's no talking to them, bro. Once they give you that T, throw you out, they're not gonna say I was wrong. They don't do that shit, bro. I've never heard
human.
that say.
They're emotional.
Yeah, I mean super as fuck, but you're supposed to be like jobs call to be objective as fuck, especially in this shit.
I feel you, but that's hard. Like doing it, being in an organization this big, being on live TV. Like as a referee, you kind of got to stand your ground regardless.
Yeah, like, for sure, but also
I made the call. Like that's got to be the call.
As a person, though,
unless it's turned over.
Workforce in the workplace, I have to realize, sometimes I'm not always right. Like that's not taking it out the workplace. It's like as a person, like okay, let me hear you out first. Watch how you
the rest need to be implemented.
You right, because these niggas really coming out yelling and shit. All right, nigga, watch how you talking. Let's go review this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we could talk about it for sure, but. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be sometimes where it's like, super, like, who got thrown out? I think somebody got thrown out for saying damn. Or boom, nigga, like, tech. Who was you? You know what I'm saying? I didn't call nobody nigga. I just said nigga. A person who can say nigga said nigga. And it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Or what was that? I think LaMelo got kicked out for saying something petty. Boom, out of here. Like, these niggas is soup. Like, you get some tougher skin. If these niggas are expected to play under the conditions that they are with all these, especially in Boston, where niggas is calling you niggers, if they're expected to play and be cool and not lose their composure, same for you, referee. Because the fans are out there to yell at you. They're out there to yell at the player. So if the player does say something or it's like, yes, that's bogus, that's BS, nigga, hold your nuts and be cool. You out here sending niggas out because you sad, you emotional? Like, come on, bro. I can't fuck with that.
I wonder what the fine is to swing on a ref.
Couple games, probably.
Nigga, couple.
Half a season.
Brian should have swung on that nigga, bro. Fuck.
Bitch, imagine Brian walking down.
Brian probably not even gonna get no suspensions. He probably just gonna get fined for real. You know he owned the NBA. He should have swung on that nigga. Is there any ref? My bad. Is there any ref that's like Hall of Fame? Like niggas like respect him? Because I don't be hearing no refs' names. It's like nah. Like we know he gonna
nigga that don't get respect though. I know he don't deserve respect in this video.
You said what?
I know it.
There's a ref that's gonna pop up in this video that is a legend, I would have whooped his motherfucking ass, bro. I don't give a fuck. He hell.
Oh, God.
Yeah, run it.
He just got tired. Yes, he did. He would not stop talking to Steve Jarvie. And Noah's taking off his jersey. Oh, they were just fooling around. Wow. Yep.
I mean, this ref didn't even hesitate, and as any player would be, Mo was pissed. And if that wasn't insulting enough, Mo had to watch from the locker room as Vince Carter went on to hit the game-winning buzzer beater later on that same game. This call was absolutely appalling. One of the worst no calls turned into a tragically bad call in a matter of seconds. But this is just one of many, many bad no calls we've seen in recent NBA history. No call is truly one of the most frustrating things to witness as a sports fan. If you ever want to see a grown adult spiral into an incoherent...
Y'all ever lost y'all recess or got in trouble because your nigga in class is fucking with you? Like, that's what it was, right?
Yeah.
Exactly what that was.
Man, that's just so...
Motherfucker didn't see you, but they seen you.
Hit the line.
Rage in absolutely no time at all. Just watch him as his favorite team gets stiffed out of a call by a ref. It can be frustrating because we all see it, the players see it, and yet the guy whose job it is to see it can't. Like the no call on Devin Booker in Game 4 of the 2021 NBA Finals. Clearly a hard foul, and a foul that could have changed the trajectory of this series, being that it would have been Booker's 6th and final foul of the game. But it was never called. Or this notorious play back in 2019 when the Rockets were facing the Warriors. Game is all tied up, hardly any time left on the clock. The Rockets played great defense and stripped Kevin Durant of the ball. KD was the last person to touch it, and it's going out of bounds. This could be what the Rockets need to turn this game in their favor. And then KD runs a half marathon on the baseline, passes the ball in bounds. The refs conjure up the audacity to ignore the 72 steps he just took out of bounds, and then the ball gets swung around to Curry,
right there,
who hits the dagger.
Absolutely, he's
that shit was
ugly. That shit was
really sucks. And for decades, NBA fans around the globe have idly by as their favorite team gets railed by NBA refs time and time again. It's a story as old as time itself. Like this play back in 2013, where Kevin Love attempts to put up a potentially game-winning shot, but clearly gets fouled by Sean Marion and doesn't get the call. And it's not like the refs just didn't see it. They're both looking right at it in real time.
That nigga said, nah, nigga, you could have pulled up through that.
But I don't think your arm does this when you're shooting a jump shot. Unless, of course, you were fouled.
Back in my day,
the
it's
call was
crazy.
missed, and the Timberwolves lost this game. Or what about that time in 2017 with an ascending Giannis Antetokounmpo and a game-winning dunk that should have never even happened?
7 seconds remaining in regulation.
That's not a bad.
Checked by Houston. He'll drive.
Yeah, I could have seen niggas missing that.
I can see
Did you see it? Here's another angle of it.
Because it didn't look like he was out of bounds from the other angle.
There. Giannis stepped out of bounds on the strike.
And it was the line.
The refs never called it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how, because the ref is looking right at it. This guy noticed the out of bounds right away. So did this guy.
He just wanted to see Buddy get dunked on.
And so did this guy standing 30 feet away. But somehow, this ref
That's what he was more worried about. That
but
gas
not to worry, my friends.
He's gonna get his nigga to
Like back in
business.
2002, when the Hornets faced off against the Magic in the
He
first
seen that
round of the
gathering was like,
playoffs.
oh,
The
shit.
game is all tied up with only 0.7 seconds left on the clock. The Hornets are inbounding the ball, and they're going to need a miracle to pull off a win here without going into overtime.
Davis at the buzzer.
Butter.
And that's exactly
That nigga
what happened.
Baron Davis used to
A
be different.
27-foot dagger from Baron Davis over 2 defenders to win the game and take a 2-1 lead in the series.
Oh, that nigga.
Well, not really. Because according to this ref,
I'd
Baron
love to
Davis
see
didn't
Baron
get the
Davis
shot off in
or
time.
Gilbert Arenas on that championship team, man.
Man.
At the buzzer.
It's a lot of niggas that got snubbed.
It's waved
Say it
off.
one more time.
I said it's a lot of niggas that got snubbed of greatness. Like you listed 2 niggas that was like, bro, giving niggas consecutive buckets, bro. Gilbert, bro, the way he did it with that gun situation was just
Another nigga fed up. That's all.
He snubbed himself because of the location.
Oh God.
He was waving immediately. It was so my goodness.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he did, but I could be wrong. So let's take another look at this.
Got that shit
Unless
way off.
I don't know how a shot clock works, I'm about 1,000% positive he got that shot off in time. In fact, the call was so bad that bro actually baffled himself. He is perplexed. Doesn't even know why he made the call in the first place. And so he seeks counsel with one of the other refs and is met with absolutely no support at all. This is one of the most horrendous calls from a ref.
Nigga, I don't know why you did this shit.
Would have been just the
to figure this one out
21st game-winning buzzer beater in NBA playoff history. Never even counted. But
Come on, Joe.
They didn't even overturn it?
Head
No.
scratcher that'll really get your blood boiling. We have to go back to June
this,
6,
I'm gonna go out
2005
and
to
clear.
witness one of the most blatant abuse of a whistle I think I've ever seen in my life. It's the playoffs. The Pistons are facing the Heat in a crucial Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Winner goes to the NBA Finals, loser goes home. This game was neck and neck the entire way. 8 lead changes in the second half alone. And after 47 minutes of action, the Pistons creep out to a 3-point lead. At this point, every single decision is critical. Just one mistake could earn you a one-way ticket back home for 4 months. With 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the Pistons gain possession after a jump ball. They run a play for Tayshaun Prince on the wing, who blows right past Shaq, but gets stripped in the process. Miami's going the other way. If they can capitalize on this steal, this could be a season-altering mistake by the Pistons. Damon Jones is leaking, and he's got an opportunity at a fast break. Eddie Jones kicks it up to Damon. This is Miami's window to close the lead to just 1 point. But it's a bad pass. Eddie put just a little too much on the ball, so now Damon is chasing. He manages to snag the ball before it goes out, but now he's trapped on the sideline with nowhere to go. One of the best perimeter defenders in the game wearing him like a cheap suit, and 17 seconds left on the clock. Miami's opportunity may have just came and went in the blink of an eye.
Damn, look
Do
at
you
that
see this
2P.
ref right here? This is Joey Crawford.
That is not
Joey was an
1080.
NBA official for 40 years. And throughout his 40-year reffing career, he made some pretty questionable calls. Like that time he threw Tim Duncan out of a game for laughing. Or when he gave Sasha Pavlovich a technical foul for getting elbowed in the face. Or what about the time he ejected Don Nelson? 90 seconds into a game.
Egregious.
Here he is getting in the way of JJ Redick in the middle of a fast break, falling down, and then calling a shooting foul while on his ass looking in the opposite direction. Joey had his moments, and you're about to see the worst one. Because after
calling a
Damon
foul
Jones
while you was
chases
down
down his
and couldn't see
pass,
shit. That's crazy. Disgusting. What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, bro, bad that year.
unaware of the 6'3", 200-pound grown man standing 10 feet in front of him,
caught a foul.
Joey Crawford absolutely obliterates
He said, "No, you
Damon
travel."
Jones and sends him out of bounds. And because something like this never happens, there's no real protocol here. Do you just give the ball to the Heat and let them inbound it? Do you reset the shot clock? Is it a jump
He
ball?
pushed that nigga out of bounds.
No. It's a foul on Chauncey
He said, "No, I
Billups.
got money on the Pistons. I got money on the Pistons."
That nigga committed the foul and called a
here for 2
foul.
free throws. Let's take a look. The outlet pass a little bit too
That nigga
far
said, "I
ahead
got
of
money
Jones.
on
He
the
does a nice
Pistons, bro.
job
You
of
gotta
recovering
chill."
and a little bump. The foul on Billups. And Damon Jones.
Billups is in shock. He
This is
can't
crazy.
believe the call, and rightfully so. The man played incredible defense and
out
stopped a
of here.
potential
In the
game-altering fast break that
Hey,
ended their
that
season.
question you
And was
asked earlier,
rewarded with a
Roy,
foul
that's what I
call
would've
for
had to
something
figure out
he didn't
here.
even do. The fact that no one
I'm gonna have to
even
figure out what I'm
batted
getting
an eye
fined
at this
for
call,
cracking this
and
nigga.
What's the
it
price?
wasn't overturned
What's the price?
is baffling.
Oh,
This
God.
foul call was
Let me know.
horrific, and it nearly cost the Pistons a trip to the NBA Finals. But fortunately for the Pistons and Joey Crawford's pristine reputation, Detroit still went on to win this game. But that doesn't change the fact that out of the countless bad calls and no calls throughout NBA history, this one might just be the worst.
Yeah, that was bad.
Hope you all enjoyed. And as always,
That was real bad.
until next time.
All right,
It was
on to
in
the next
Florida
one.
too.
If I
It's
asked
only
you
like
throughout
5
NBA
bands
history who
to
had
get
the
the body
best
going.
individual season and what year did it take place,
Let me teach y'all
what
niggas
would your
about
answer
greatness
be?
real quick.
Can a
No, I'm just
season
playing.
truly be great if a player doesn't lead their
But
team
nah, that
to
shit
a
is
championship?
ridiculous, though.
What
Watch how
about
many-
empty
watch how
stats?
this shit
Or
play
years
out.
where players put together incredible seasons but didn't walk away with the MVP. Just like many other fans of the game, I've always wondered who truly had the greatest season in NBA history. If we were to somehow add up all the things that a player did throughout a season, their impact and value, and condense all of it into one number, some sort of value or greatness score, then we could determine who had the best season of all time. And so that's what I did. A formula to decide who had the best individual season in NBA history. And not only did I find that season, but it was so great that no other season comes even close. Today's video is brought to you by SeatGeek. A new NBA season is upon us. Just look at it. Ain't it beautiful? And with the season underway, SeatGeek is here to get us back in on the action. Check this out. Just download the SeatGeek. With the 2023 NBA season going completely off the rails with big games, huge numbers, and record-breaking performances every other night, I had to gather myself and put all of this madness into context. How historic are these seasons really? Where do the individual performances of this season rank among the greatest season performances in NBA history? Well, in order to answer this question, I had to create a basic formula that factors in everything a player does on an individual level throughout a season. But first, I had to determine what numbers and awards actually matter and which ones don't. For example, winning the MVP is the greatest individual award a player can win, but there have been countless amazing seasons in which players did not win the award. So we can't use this as a metric to measure how great an individual season really was. I also had to exclude statistics that were heavily skewed by team performance, like win totals or even stats like offensive and defensive rating. We are, after all, looking for the best individual season.
I know KG was coming down windmilling that bitch.
Best season ever to these 9 factors.
Clean,
points, rebounds, and assists.
Usually big man
if a
can't
player
do
was
it,
selected
clean.
to an all-defensive team, if a player won Defensive Player of the Year, if they led the league in one of the 3 major statistics, player efficiency rating, win shares, box plus minus, value over replacement, and just to spice things up, All-Star Game MVP. The total number that a player achieves from these 9 metrics is their season score. The higher the score, the greater the season. And before we get started, I want to point out a few things. As I stated before, I did not factor in MVPs in this experiment because there's just been far too many incredible seasons where players were not crowned the most valuable player. Like in 1989, when Michael Jordan clearly had the best season that year, but Magic Johnson won the MVP. Another thing to keep in mind here is that most statistics that are available today have only been around since 1975. So any great season that took place in the early 70s and 60s was excluded from this experiment, which actually shouldn't even be a problem since a lot of NBA fans act like those seasons never even happened anyways. Another major factor that I left out was postseason success. And I know this will be a controversial decision, but in order to even make it deep into the playoffs, a great player still needs a solid supporting cast, or else he has no real shot to win it all. An obvious example of this is Nikola Jokic last season with the Nuggets. One of the best individual seasons of all time, just to be knocked out of the first round of the playoffs in a gentleman's sweep. Despite what a player did or did not accomplish throughout a season, we are looking for the best season from a player who had the biggest impact on the court game after game. And after spending countless, mind-numbing, migraine-inducing hours searching through hundreds of seasons from any and every player who even had a shot at putting together an all-time year, I have found the single greatest individual season in NBA history. And it's a season that was so good, no other season by any other player comes even close. But I want to give some perspective on these season scores and what a good season looks like, what a great season looks like, and what an all-time season looks like. Back in 2018, LeBron James finished second in MVP voting and had one of the most complete all-around seasons of his career. In hindsight, some fans even believe he should have won the MVP that season. And according to our metric, that year LeBron James had a season score of 109.7. This is a great season by any standard, nearly an all-time season. But James Harden rightfully took home the MVP with a season score of 112.4. In 2015, Steph Curry won his first league MVP and put together one of the most memorable seasons in recent NBA history. That year, his season score was 97.3. In 2006, Kobe Bryant had statistically the best season of his career and achieved a season score of 119.1.
That's when they snuffed my
Steve
nigga.
Nash won the MVP that season with a season score.
Let's talk about this right here. Let's talk about that.
Biggest rob of all time.
That is crazy. Look at that shit. 119 to 84. How the fuck?
My nigga took fucking Kwame Brown and Smush Parker to the playoffs. The fuck is y'all talking about, bruh?
Yeah, that's the biggest MVP rob of all time.
That nigga had a score of 84. He was
Bro, he beat him in one category.
that nigga was damn near 20 points down, bro, and they gave him that shit. Said, nah, nigga, you definitely was the MVP. You had to be. That's fucking crazy.
White privilege. Just 84.1. But these numbers are all relative. A season score of 20 is about league average. A score of about 45 is what you would find in a quality starter. A season score of about 65 is an all-star level season, and a season score of 85 is an all-NBA level season. And once a player gets into the triple digits, a season score of 100 or more, they are well on pace to earning an MVP. But even a score of 100 is nowhere near what a player must accomplish to even crack a top 50 season of all time. Because the 50th greatest individual season came from James Harden in 2018 when he piled up a season score of 112.4. In fact, here's a chart of the top 50 individual seasons in NBA history according to our season score metric. The first 3 seasons to crack the top 50 all came from James Harden in just a 4-year span between 2017 and 2020. Michael Jordan was so good so early in his career that even his rookie season made the list as the 42nd best individual season of all time. Tracy McGrady put together his best season in 2003 with a season score of 115.3. Hakeem's 1994 campaign.
Hold on, real quick. This nigga rookie year was 115. This nigga Michael Jordan rookie year was 115.
The niggas try to tell me other niggas is the greatest player of all time.
Yes.
Fuck out of here.
Yes. That nigga plays one position really fucking well.
That nigga plays the game really fucking well.
Oh god, the game. You don't get no 115 from just playing one position really well.
No, you know, for sure. Really, really well. I'll give him a few more reallys.
All right. Can he go guard this spot of all time? And just above him, you'll find Steph's unanimous MVP season in 2016.
All 5
Nikola Jokic achieved.
Wait, hold on. First of all, yes. First of all, I would say yes to that.
As much
he
as any
go
nigga,
guard all 5.
Oh God, as much as any nigga can guard all 5, he's going to do just as much as LeBron is going to do as all 5.
And play better defense.
If LeBron guarding Shaq, guess what? Shaq is getting his buckets that night.
Yes.
Like, there's no way around it. Just the same as if Shaq was going against Mike. Shaq's going to get his buckets that night. But I guarantee you're going to see a lot more trouble coming from that nigga Mike than you're going to see coming from LeBron.
Absolutely.
Because every single time that nigga put the ball on the floor, he going to have to worry about that nigga swiping it. Every single time.
And still team bro.
I don't think LeBron ever had a steals championship
from a season. Nigga Jordan. He makes some
career high season.
You said he makes some cool what?
Cool shoes. Ball-headed bitch.
Season score last season with a total of 120.3 points, the 23rd best individual season of all time. But Giannis actually scored just slightly higher than Jokic did last season with a season score of 120.9. Russell Westbrook's MVP year is the 17th best individual season of all time and easily the best season of his career. Keep going up and we'll find the best seasons from some of the greatest players of all time. Dwayne Wade in 2009, KG in 2004, Kareem in 76. In 2020, Giannis put together one of the greatest seasons ever with a season score of 129.8, just behind LeBron's 2009 season, which turns out to be the best individual season of his career, where he earned a season score of 130.2.
I would have thought it was 2013, but that's crazy.
We enter the Michael Jordan zone, where it's a whole lot of MJ reeling off some of the best individual seasons of all time, year after year. And right at the top are the 3 best individual seasons of all time. David Robinson's criminally underrated 1994 season, Shaq's masterpiece in the 2000 NBA season, and Michael Jordan's 1989 season that earned him a season score of 137.7. Hold up. There's one season missing here. Oh, there it is. Michael Jordan's 1988
that
regular
motherfucking reveal
season,
is so
widely
funny.
regarded as the greatest of all time.
Oh.
And that's because it is. With a season score of 154.8, Jordan's 1988 campaign is the greatest individual season in NBA history. And it's not even remotely close. But I want to take a deeper look at these results because they reveal some interesting things about what we know and what we thought we knew. Some all-time legends that didn't even have a single season that made the top 50 list include Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Tim Duncan, Charles Barkley, Dirk Nowitzki, and many more. On the other hand, there have been a handful of players that have had multiple seasons that cracked the top 50. These players include Michael Jordan with 11 top 50 seasons of all time, LeBron James with 5, James Harden, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and David Robinson with 4 apiece, Kareem and Garnett with 3, and Hakeem, Kobe, Jokic, Shaq, and Chris Paul, all with 2 top 50 seasons each. But the most interesting thing that these numbers reveal is that the second best individual season in NBA history didn't even earn an MVP. Michael Jordan's 1989 season ranks second all time among season scores, and somehow he still finished second in MVP voting that season behind Magic Johnson, who earned a season score of 103.9. Still a great score, but nowhere near the season Michael had. And if you take a look at their numbers throughout that season, it's clear that a robbery took place here. Same thing happened in 1990 when Michael Jordan put up the 5th highest season score in NBA history and finished not second, but third in MVP voting behind Magic Johnson and Charles Barkley. And again, the numbers are clear as day. This MVP should have gone to Michael, and it's not even close. Now, the idea that Michael Jordan and LeBron James should have probably won more MVPs throughout their careers becomes even more glaring through the lens of this season score metric. But of all the seasons that made an appearance on this list, only the 2009 season features 3 players who all put up top 50 seasons of all time. That year, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul all not only had historically great seasons,
2 niggas that would end up on the same team damn near the next year, by the way, but that nigga didn't build a super team or nothing like that.
All 3 of them put up top 25 seasons in NBA history. As I spoke about before, in most seasons, a game score of 100 will give a player a real shot at winning the league MVP. CP3, D Wade, and LeBron all had season scores of over 120. But with this NBA season being flooded with all-time talent and incredible performances every single night, are there any players that are putting together seasons this year that would crack this all-time list? We'll have to make a couple estimations here because some stats within our metric like VORP and win shares are cumulative stats. But at their current pace, here are the projected season scores for the best players in the NBA this season, with the top 5 season scores coming from Luka, Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, and Tatum. And if a season score of 100 warrants a real shot at the MVP award, then there are currently 6 players who are all having an MVP caliber season. But in terms of cracking the top 50 list, only Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic are on pace to making the cut. In fact, Luka is on pace to racking up a season score of 123.1, which would earn him the 15th best individual season of all time, right behind LeBron's 2013 season. And Nikola Jokic is on pace to having a season score of 116.4, which would land him at the 38th spot all time. And after gathering data from hundreds of seasons of dozens of players, I got to thinking about peaks. Who was the best when they were at their best? Some players have maybe 1 or 2 seasons that stand far above any other year they've put together, like Tracy McGrady in 2003 or Russell Westbrook in 2017, while other players completely control the game on an individual level season after season. So here is a chart of NBA legends and the combined season scores of the best 5-year stretch of their career. For example, Isaiah Thomas's best 5-year stretch came between 1984 and 1988, where his total season scores throughout those years was 379.3. Damian Lillard's run from 2017 to 2021 earned him a total of 438.9. Just above Magic Johnson and Moses Malone is Karl Malone, who is the first player on this chart to crack 500. Nikola Jokic is currently in his best 5-year stretch and has a total score of 508.8. But this number will will jump much higher after this season, somewhere around the 540 range. Kobe, Hakeem, and Bird all had similarly great primes in the NBA, ranging from 514 to 518. Tim Duncan is sandwiched right between Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Our first big jump occurs with James Harden's run between 2016 and 2020. And after these marks, we get into the very best individual runs in NBA history. Shaq in the early 2000s, a young Kareem, a mind-boggling 5-year individual stretch from David Robinson in the mid-90s, Giannis's current historic run dating back to 2018, and LeBron James at his absolute peak from 2008 to 2012. Just 5 points shy of cracking the 600 mark. Possibly the greatest individual prime of all time. Well, at least it would have been if Michael Jordan didn't exist. Because from 1988 to 1992, MJ rattled off 5 of the top 16 individual seasons of all time. By far, the greatest stretch of seasons we've ever seen from any player, earning him a prime total score of 680.9.
And we're 100 more than everybody
even
else.
amongst the greatest players in NBA history.
Look at that shit, man.
Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
Shit's fucking ridiculous.
Man, that's what it is when you all about winning. That's all it is.
If Rob wasn't so selfless with the assist, I promise these numbers would be different.
Y'all not listening to my sentence though. That's how it goes when you all about winning. When you're a winner, that's it. Facts. There's nothing to it. This is nothing else to it, bro. It's that simple. If you're a winner and you all about winning, that's what happens.
You ain't gonna have time to worry about if you're gonna get that next assist, nigga. We down
Yeah,
bucket.
That is all. And that's what I prefer in my players. If I'm talking about a nigga's the greatest, he's a winner.
Oh, God. That's what it really comes down to. Do you win when it's time to win?
Yeah.
And you showed me that you're gonna do that 9 times out of 10. Like, basically, even though I'm not a betting man, if I needed to bet, can I bet on you? And I don't feel that with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody that's that reliable. Like, I felt that with Kobe. Even when that's why it was hard to see when he started having the Achilles injuries and shit, because it's like now I can't rely on my nigga, and I know he wants to be relied on. You feel me?
Giannis got a little bit of that, or I've seen glimpses of it.
Yeah, for a nigga to damn near dominate the league in today's era without having a jumper, nigga, yeah, you're doing something. You're doing something.
I mean, he got a little drop of that in him.
A little bit.
I mean, I feel you, but Bron never really had a jumper either. So he had a good turnaround, Jay, at certain times, but he didn't really have like.
I don't know. It was a point where he was video game James, and I think we're already in Greek Freak Prom, and we haven't seen no video game Greek. You know what I'm saying?
We need to stick in that gym.
It was a legit time where LeBron would come down, nigga, 5-4, half court, bang,
off the backboard.
You feel me?
3 in a row.
He was in that gym with Kobe. Then he went on to glory.
Nah, yeah, I can see it. Anybody got any other topics to get off before we get up out of here? We kind of went a little long today. We're going to have to make this the 3-hour pie from now on.
Man, I'm about to go bust some moves during the pie.
I'm already knowing, nigga. We just started going over.
Yeah.
If ain't nobody...
Make sure y'all have a good week, man. Hey, who the best progressive? Drink y'all water. Make sure y'all get some sunlight in the morning, man. Try to get some sunlight.
We're in Indiana.
Yeah,
get a sun lamp, nigga. Get
this nigga, artificial ass nigga.
I want to go to. What was you about to say, bro? It sounded like you had a question real quick.
Who's the best porn star all time?
Bro.
We're gonna have to come back to that one. I have to look through my catalog. Oh God, I'd have to look through my catalog.
What's the criteria?
What'd he say?
What's the criteria?
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
Niggas here.
I'm looking for the next pod.
Oh God, yeah, we can come back to that, man.
All right, fellas.
Other than that, man, this has been the What the Fuck Type Podcast. I've been your host, Woski the Broski. We be right back here next week at 8 on Twitch and at 5 on YouTube. Till then, I'll see y'all niggas. What the fuck, baby?
What the fuck? Hey, get your hard work. Hey, I'm about to be the best person ever.
Smoking Zod, drinking gin. We them niggas from the creek and we gon' fucking win. Smoking Zod, drinking gin. We them niggas from the creek and we gon' fucking win again. Tell me how that